Yeah. I get that feeling in my stomach, like I'm feeling for a come up, like a pregnant woman eating for her unborn son or daughter. Serial killer with a splash of cold milk. These men are built by weight, lactic acid, home skills. For the massive more meals, for the gastric hole still. Listen, we may clash, but the titans don't chill. This is food for four, food for you all. We ain't the news, just a crew with the tools for the sport. Fast food.
You are now listening to the Fast Food Podcast.
The Fast Food Podcast.
And I looked to my right, and there was this kid as close to me as Morgs is. So I didn't pay no attention because you're on the bridge, like there's tourists there, whatever. So you're like, cool, all right, cool. I just kept it moving. But you know, in your body, we all have a little spider sense. You know, in your body, it's like someone's a little bit too close to my person's space. Mm-hmm. I'm looking, this kid's still there. I look at it and I was like, all right, you know what, man, this ain't right. So I took my headphones and I was like, hey, man, are you okay? Goes, oh, yeah, no, I'm okay. Just.
What was his description, can I ask?
He looked a little bit like me.
Okay, yeah.
But.
Where's your doppelganger?
Bro, he had like reddish kind of hair.
Yeah.
Right.
Which I had when I was younger.
Yeah.
Same caramel deluxe, ultimate edition.
Pecan.
Skin tone.
Yeah.
Pecan.
And I was just like, hold on a minute.
Is that my...
This is a bit too convenient. Like, but I said to him, what's your name? He said, Sebastian. I said, okay. And that's something I would probably call my child.
Yeah.
Sebastian. I like Sebastian.
It's a bad boy name.
You know what I'm saying? It's not too. It's not too overused.
It's kind of you're above middle class.
Wasn't that?
Yeah, when they see Sebastian,
anyway, back to the story. Where we going with the story?
Yeah. So, bro, so I was like, okay, cool. And I was like, who you with? And I'm being very specific about my questions because I'm kind of concerned. Like, how's this youth just end up next to me like this?
Right.
And there's a bunch of people on the bridge. Why are you not like, what's happening? He goes, oh no, I'm just going towards I'm going like to football or something. I was like, on your own? He goes, kinda, yeah, because my older brother couldn't take me. So I'm trying to work out my way to get there. Being the good guy that I am, I was like, all right, Sebastian, look, man, I know where you're going. Yeah. Let's roll. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I wanted to make sure I asked the questions of your name and of what is going on. Because I don't want to be caught up in no, you know the people.
Yeah.
But they were walking and
so
he
that's
was
your,
proper.
That's your DBS gone.
He was proper. he was proper walking next to me to the point where I was like, at one point I was like, should I like put my arm?
Nah.
Like, I know, I didn't. Nah. But you know, like just on the show.
Anyone.
You're like, hey man, you okay? Yeah. But I was like, don't do that.
Don't do that.
I'm not built for jail. I know this. I'm comfortable with saying I am not built for jail. Yeah, no, I don't want no drama. I don't want to be in jail.
You will meet Smoley and fucking
you know what I'm saying?
Kelly.
Yeah. And I like my original sauce shower gel. You can't get that in jail. So I'm like, I'm not doing that.
True that.
So I was walking with him and he was just mad. And at one point I was like, nah, no woman would have had my child and not told me. But I was looking in the corner of my eye like, yo man, you look
but how old? How old is this shoot?
He was like 11, 12 maybe.
It's possible.
Is it mathematics?
Mathematics is.
Is it alright?
Yeah,
they line up.
Yeah, they line up.
But I was like, no woman would
easily
have my child.
So he could have been your nut.
Okay. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? I like to think I'm a good guy.
Do you think there was an uncanny resemblance?
You like to think you're a what guy?
Yeah, when I was younger, I was like, yo, you look kind of like you. So what, Jim?
What did you... something guy. You said I'm a something guy.
I said I'm a good guy. I know I'm a savage.
Yeah.
In the right, under the right.
Now, present tense,
I'm not a scumbag. I'm a savage, but I'm not a scumbag.
I personally think, that you've done more savagery than me. It's only because I'm just more transparent with my savagery. And I'm a transparent Donny, so it's like every episode I'm just talking about something.
I'm a trans Donny.
Gotta relax.
That's taking that transparency to another level.
Yeah.
You gotta relax.
Because technically you've had longer in the game than me too. I bailed out a while back still.
Yeah.
But even though there's an age difference between us,
Still.
Yeah.
Quality over quantity.
I know in your head you know that's not making sense. But if you want to keep saying that to reassure yourself that you're okay, I'm cool. I'll down that.
My God.
It's okay. You don't need to meet me up there. It's cool.
Based on that, I don't know if based on that, right? Do we all think that there's a child out there that we don't know about?
Way possible.
Do you know what? Yeah, I would say
I think it's possible.
Really?
Yeah,
You know?
as far fetched as it seems, but
Yeah.
there
I
are
think
certain
it's
people out
possible.
there that
Some
didn't-
mouthy,
you know
chubby
what I'm
kid
saying? Like,
running out, bare trouble, and
I'm like, why does that you have
Smart.
my lips?
Why's that
Why
you?
do you have my
Why's that
lips?
you? Why's that you got jokes?
Yeah, why is it funny? Like,
just
you
like
know
that.
what I mean?
Good at lots of stuff.
What did I miscellaneously do something like untoward that I don't know about? Because I think a lot of girls, man, they're very meticulous at keeping secrets.
Very
I
much
think
so.
someone's waiting for me to blow, you know, like that, and then Ben drops it on me. Like, I'm waiting. I know he's got talent. Wait. Nah, it's not yet. The podcast ain't enough. The podcast ain't enough. Wait. Let's see what else he's doing. Pushing the button and
They
then
won't
walk.
even reach out to you and say, like, hey, can we meet up? I got something to tell you. You'll be somewhere in a function and they'll just be like this, like they're handing you a gift. Yes, this is your picnic.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think anybody's gonna. Cause my kids are big. You can't physically. place them to me. It's gonna have. They can maybe nudge them towards or usher them. Yeah. But there's no one. My youths.
These are my confessions.
I've had one tail, right?
One
piece of tail. That when I got the tail, bro, I looked at her like,
I'm unloaded.
wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Turn into AJ.
Wait a minute. Like, I had to instantly change position. I was like, no. Like, I gotta get out of here, man. I gotta get out of here, man.
Yeah.
Because it was
position.
bro.
What was
It
you
was
reading
like,
from the carbon seat?
I was like, whoo, like, and yeah,
You kind of know as well. You kind of know when you planted. You know when you planted the seed.
You know
when you fully planted.
Yeah.
Like that, and I said, I think that was good enough to make a youth.
That's a baby.
Yeah.
You know what it is?
that's a baby.
It's the pre-cum.
A baby
It's the pre-cum.
Yeah,
that is
see,
the day one.
Don't sleep on pre-cum, you know.
Don't sleep on the pre-cum.
Yeah, no, you should never sleep
the
on
pre-cum.
Yeah, because it's a bit gooey in that. It's a bit gooey in that, and if you sleep,
Yeah.
it is
Strong.
Yeah. That's like the reserve team before the first team. That's what the pre-cum is.
I got a question for you, lot, right?
The man didn't even get to tell the story to us.
No. It's cool.
Is it done?
I mean, I ushed him to where he needed to go because
Yeah,
it's my old stomping ground. So
So you ain't got you ain't got no contact details, no email.
No. I didn't want to go that far, but I just felt like
Sebastian.
I just felt like it was morally correct to make sure this youth got to where he needed to be.
Yeah, Sebastian is.
But I think
used to be
originally what I say was I think that while I am a savage,
That's so funny.
Yeah,
I do think that on a whole, how I am as a person, I don't think anyone would want to deny me knowing that I have a child with him. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Think
I think
care?
they probably have
I think they do.
a strong
Yeah?
emotional
Yeah.
connection to you, I think.
I think they do. Like, especially through
Women do no, sorry, let me take that back. People do strange things.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
And then you go, why would you do that?
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
Nah, man. Anyone who's got my child,
Yeah.
bro.
Tell me.
I'm not a rich man, but the
But
love I
they are.
shower my child with, they wouldn't know what broke is, bro. Like, that's just how it is.
You know what?
Madrid,
You know,
what I
it's
mean?
true, you know. It's true. I think that comes down to your family DNA, your historical DNA. And just how your family are generally.
Yeah.
How it's set
Sometimes
up.
it's very cultural as well.
Yeah.
It's very cultural. And I think it's synonymous with black people generally. That it's
Dad-
like,
the dad
if
likes
you're-
Rossi.
Yeah, if you're the dad, man, you know, you just well, that too. I'm Nigerian, shit. There's loads of us. We everywhere. Hello, my friend. How are you doing? What's going on? You know, but yeah, there's this thing at the back of our minds that just says, you know what, man, that's your kid, man. Like, do right by your child. You know?
100%.
Yeah, it's just that
What?
kind of. It's an innate thing, I think.
just as long as the girl ain't a crackhead. But we're gonna start the show, man. I think
had
it's
another question.
yeah. Well, we'll go there.
Yeah.
we'll go there. But I kind of want to.
Can you remember it? You got it in
Yeah.
stash?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
good like that. That's what we do. But we're gonna start the show like this, man. I think this is what we're gonna do. Fast Food Podcast. We're in the building. It's the Fast Food Podcast. I am your host, Morgan Heights, and I'm here with two of my illustrious co-hosts. The usual Donnies are in the building. Trimmer, who's got the keys to my bimmer. Salute to you.
Yep.
And my brother from another mother, Drizzy Sacrifet Freckles, is in the building. Wagwan, my GG.
I look around in the room and I see three other brothers, Dons, Kings. They're looking black, they're looking blessed, and they're still breathing. Life is good.
Come on.
Absolutely.
Fast Food Podcast is a metaphor for information, and we are here to bring you food for thought, soul food for the mind, and a feast for the palate. Before we start the show, all available episodes are on DSPs. The DSPs are Spotify, Soundcloud, iTunes, and Google Podcasts.
Mr. Heights.
The episodes are also available visually on our YouTube channel, which is Fast Food Podcast TV. Please subscribe and like and press like, and also click the notification button for instant updates on new episodes that drop. I want to shout out Jojo Montana, aka Jojo the cameraman,
aka Jojo Tarantino, aka Jojo
Making
Spielberg,
the magic happen, man.
Jojo Lee, Jojo Kugler,
Montana.
You know what I'm saying?
He the man himself.
And today we have a special guest, co-host today as well. And listen, he's featured on our show before. Yep. And we've been trying to get you back on here for ages, actually.
Oh, man.
It's been a while. So I think it's fitting that you actually are here today, to be fair. So we'll get to that. So we want to say round of applause to friend of the show, actor, comedian.
Thank you.
Lateef Lovejoy.
Welcome, Lateef.
Everything nice, you know. Always a pleasure being with the man them.
Yes.
You know, the Fast Food Podcast.
Come on.
Innovative.
Come on.
Original.
Yeah, that's
creative.
that's what we do, man.
Don't stop.
Seductive. Yeah.
Did it.
How you doing, my
I'm not too bad, my brother.
How you been?
I'm not too bad. I've been good, man. I've been good. I've just been on the road. I was in Eastern Europe. I was in Slovenia. Shooting a.
How close is that to
commercial.
Ukraine? It's not too close to Ukraine.
No, it's not actually. It's actually nearer to Venice.
Safety and all
Italy.
that. Yeah.
Near to Italy.
Nice.
Yeah, it's near
Croatia.
Is it Venice? Yeah, it's around that sort of
Croatia, that area.
part.
Yeah, that crevice.
That's all right.
That crevice.
What is the weather like now?
The weather was great when we first got there. It was really sunny and that, and then
And it got cool.
and then boy, it started
You
to
got
rain. Yeah, I got there, but they saw I was a brother, and I thought, no, you cannot have too much fun here. No, we're going to change the weather.
So what you doing out there then?
I shot a commercial for Monster, which is an American recruitment company.
Right.
So they had they got some comedy people together, specifically comedy people they wanted.
Yeah.
Worked with a really very good director, a guy called wait for it, Benjamin Weinstein.
Oh.
Yeah, no relation to Harvey.
Nah, not one bit.
I done the Google research and other things.
Respectfully.
But yeah. So he's a dope.
Shouts out to the Weinsteins.
Yeah, man.
What?
You know
No,
what I
we
mean?
don't
Well, he
wait,
was.
wait,
He's a different kind of
Wait a
Weinstein.
minute.
We don't do that.
You know. So yeah. So basically, the concept was a very medieval situation.
Okay.
So it was quite a
Knights and...
Well, yeah, kind of Star Warsy meets
Oh,
kind
shit.
of medieval kind of vibe.
Right.
Yeah, so if you check on my Instagram, there's a lot of me in medieval clothing and stuff.
I think I see that.
What was your character though?
So I was playing a worker. I was playing an office worker.
Right.
So what it is we're all in an office, right? And our boss, is this madman. Basically,
Right,
you get me?
right.
So we're kind of like, it's kind of like a play on sort of like medieval times, but with modern context. To
Yeah.
it. So we're all on iPads and stuff like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's very, very comedic, man. I had to do an American accent
can't wait
again.
to
Yeah,
see
yeah,
that.
but you're good at
For the
that.
American market, you know.
You got that on Smash.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
So
that's mad.
you know, and what was mad? Sorry to Babylon, man. But it's
Yeah,
so-
bro, man.
it's so-
Babylon.
Bro, we're talking, man.
Weinstein.
We're
Yeah,
over here.
well, I know it's a Weinstein
Worker.
thing, isn't it? Yeah, what was mad was like in the
Cheers, my
yeah,
brother.
absolutely, man.
Cheers, Trim.
Cheers, my brother.
Cheers,
So I
Joe.
couldn't wait.
Yeah,
I couldn't
I know.
wait. I was feeling for the
cleaned
Ray.
his one
I cleaned
off,
the
you know.
Ray right off.
Cleaned his one off.
No chaser.
So during the auditions, the director was like, "So everybody's got to do an American accent.
Right.
Got to sound American."
Mm.
So I was like, "All right, cool, man." So like when we all came in, everyone just started chatting American.
Right.
From the beginning. He goes, there shouldn't be no indication that you are from the UK.
Okay.
Everything's got to be specifically American.
Right.
You get me?
So what? So was the other actors had to
British.
put on it?
Yeah, but they had to put on American.
Right, okay.
So they said, because it's a thing that we do, they call them idents, where you have to kind of to say where you're from and who you are. But that had to all be in American.
Right.
Because he wanted to trick the producer into thinking that how authentic do these guys sound?
Yeah.
So basically, So basically, he said he literally cast. Big up Will and Georgie as well, who was with me.
Not that Will.
Not that Will.
Not that Weinstein, not that Will.
Yeah, not that. I know. Controversial already.
Oh my days! It's gonna be a great show.
It's a mad thing, yeah. So we got together and then and they basically said that the producers thought that we were from America, and that's what solidified it for him.
Wicked.
Yeah. So we just got into the zone and
Nice.
it was great, man.
Nice little
Wonderful
trip.
experience. Yeah, nice little trip, man.
Nice little time away.
Yeah.
How have you been? How's family? Everybody good?
Everyone's good, man.
Yeah.
Mother's Day last week. So
Yeah, of course.
I was with my
Shout out to the
mum.
mums.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pick up the mums, man. Like,
Yep.
you know, the most important people on this earth for many of us.
Absolutely.
My mum just went in on the jollof rice. Went in on. She took the Nigeria out of Nigeria.
Oh shit.
Sorry, can I
Put it in that
Can I
kitchen.
interject, please?
Yeah, go for it.
Because there's an ongoing debate in the streets.
Facts.
And in the streets is where things matter. Not
Kick
the,
it,
not
cuz.
the boardroom.
I know,
Kick it, cuz.
I know where he's coming. I
But-
know where he's
but-
going. with this.
You know who's coming.
I know where he's
smart.
going.
Oh, nice.
But there's an ongoing debate.
Yeah.
It's as old as
G and
the time.
N. The G and the N.
The streets want to know,
Yeah.
like, when it comes to jollof rice, do you put tomato ketchup in it?
No.
No, I'm joking.
Okay.
It's which one's better?
Now,
Ghanaian
G or the N. That's
Nigerian?
right.
I'm gonna have to be honest here.
Yeah,
Lay it
honesty is the best policy.
Honestly, the best policy. I want to see where you're going, bro.
Okay, right. So I'm going to contextualize this properly. Right? So in West African culture, there's fried rice and then there's jollof rice, right? Now I have to pick up the Ghanaians with the jollof rice.
Okay.
I'm not saying that Nigerian jollof rice isn't great, because it is, but I've had a couple of Ghanaian versions.
Really?
Where I'm like, this
And
is
it's a bang bang.
dope.
Right.
However, the fried rice, I think Nigerians are good at
that
that.
smash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the jollof rice, it depends who's making it, but I believe that I've tasted some dope Ghanaian jollof rice. Pick up the Black Stars. I ain't gonna lie.
Come on.
1 second. Joe, what you telling me?
Yeah. What
you telling me?
Joe ain't got
Sorry,
mic.
I don't-
He ain't got mic today. He ain't got mic
It's like
today.
nothing, man.
What do you think?
Said nada.
He ain't got
No,
nothing.
no,
What do you
no,
think?
No comment.
It does depend on the chef, though.
I'm just grateful to have jollof rice, bro. I don't care where it comes with Ghanaian or Nigerian.
I'm appreciative.
I'm just grateful.
As a
to get
West
it, bro.
Indian, I'm so
just
appreciative.
grateful.
You know that?
As a West
I'm like, oh,
Indian.
you've been giving me food. Yeah.
And you can tell
So-
it's made with love.
Absolutely.
That's the thing with West
that's-
Indians,
that's-
Africa,
No
black
matter
people
what.
in general.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Regardless of what kind of day they've had, when they say they're gonna cook for you,
Yeah.
you can tell
Yeah,
there was
they-
no rush.
they go in.
G.
And I don't want to go too deep with it,
G,
but
G,
I don't want to.
What are you saying?
I don't want to get too deep with it, but food
Yeah.
and black people as a whole is just what
Synonymous.
we do
Yeah.
when we don't have money.
Absolutely.
It's like, come and get something to eat.
Yeah.
Come over.
Oh, I
You
love
get
it.
me? Do you know what I mean? Just feeding people was.
corned beef, bro.
Yeah.
I used to slap. You do it properly, right?
Yeah.
Slaps,
That
you
can
know?
slap.
Throw some
Yeah.
sweet corn in there as well sometimes,
Yeah.
and you have.
That's
you
why
have
you're here
that well.
today, bro.
Absolutely.
You know.
So what did you see any women over those parts of your?
No, I didn't. However, there
You
was
just
one-
bare guys.
well, dude, listen. I was staying at the Intercontinental.
Oh.
I didn't ask for that specifically.
Not even the
They just
staff.
said- I know. Well, this is it. I was training at the top because on the 20th floor they have this gym.
Right.
And I thought, am I seeing all of these, Vitaly Klitschko shoulders everywhere?
Right,
Like, this is
right.
amazing.
Square, man.
Everyone looked like a rocky.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
like
like a rock.
Drago. You know?
Drago.
Because if he dies, he dies.
If he dies, he dies. So I'm like, am I ever gonna see like one thing at least?
Something.
And then I was just training, and then this silhouette just came into the gym, and I was like,
Did you hear the moment where he goes, oh? And then she
and she just rolled in,
Yeah.
and then she She literally came up to me on the treadmill. She
Oh.
goes, I know.
Well, that melanin is
Strong, you know.
Yeah, right.
Strong, bro.
She goes, excuse me, do you mind if I run next to you? Because I want to see mirror so I can see a view of outside.
Of course she does.
I said, yeah, man.
Mirror.
And then I done my thing, and then I just done that sneaky thing where I just kind of came off the treadmill and I thought, let me just see what she's
Just to see
Yeah. We all do that.
You moonwalk off of it.
Yeah. You just had a little glance.
Was it good?
Did you do the peripheral?
She's a squatter.
dude.
Yeah.
She was a squatter.
I was like, yeah, Slovenia, I might go back.
Was that a name when you talk about the place?
No, the place.
Okay, cool.
You know. But the name Slovenia would have suited her too, you know.
Because definitely represented.
She had ass.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, but it's not the high rise, because you know what gal are doing. What I've noticed is gal are wearing these high rise drawers, in the gym, and it's meant to give an illusion of curve and buduk. And certain gal ain't got no buduk, but because
it's a butt lift.
and not only that, but some gal have to stop wearing.
It's a BBL in a fucking spandex.
Whatever it is, some gal have to stop wearing these fucking sports pants that actually divide the crease, because it goes in. It doesn't cover the cheek. It goes in. So there's two separate muscles.
All right, so let me ask you a question.
What are that?
Do they know what they're doing when they do that?
Does the sun come up in the morning?
I think so.
Yes.
Thank you.
Because they
It's
need
attention
to, because they
seeking,
need
bro.
to relax. Because when I go to the gym, I'm trying to concentrate on my own health.
My fitness and how I care about myself.
I'm not trying to worry about
my
your
well-being.
health.
I'm thinking about my well-being, and all you're doing is fucking up my
What
focus.
you're trying to do is sabotage a man's whole thing.
You can injure yourself. You'll be on the treadmill, you're on the treadmill, and then you see something. Next thing you know, your ankle's blown up because some gal decided.
All of a sudden you've got gout. Gout disappears. You got gout on your bloody foot.
Yeah, gout.
There's gout there.
Yeah.
And the gout have got initials.
Inflammation.
On them. You see the initials on the gout because you're not focused. On your
and
well-being.
hurt everything.
Bro, it's true. You can
And then
hurt
what's that?
yourself.
3 weeks wasted because
not concentrate 'cause
because
you're
of
not
apparel. Because of what they were wearing. Because of what they were wearing. Apparel.
Do you remember that
clothes.
label? American Apparel. Do you remember that? That was like high school preppy stuff, right? Yeah, I remember that.
The Fast Food Podcast.
I think it's fitting. What are your biggest red flags when it comes to women?
Ooh.
Great question.
Such a good question, my brother.
Biggest red flag.
I'm gonna let Trim start with that one.
Oh right, okay. I thought I had about 28 seconds of grace. I thought I had some grace. Red flags for me.
21 seconds now.
In any setting, just somebody you've just met. You were kind of into each other because obviously you wouldn't be meeting up.
Yeah.
But there's a red flag, and you go, you just now you died. Just there and then.
Cleanliness is huge.
Yeah,
cleanliness is a huge one. Especially for me. I think also just how they carry themselves and what they think about. Some of the things that they think about and mention.
Right.
Like and finance. Finance is huge as well. And the way they approach.
If they are ambitious or
ambition's huge for me as well.
But not so much. So not so much how much money they have. But how much what they're trying to achieve.
Yeah, and aspire to. Like if they've got a goal, something that they're seeking, something like that, and you know whether they're trying to pretend or not. You can kind of tell that they're just trying to impress you.
Yeah.
Fuck impressing me. Just come with the realness.
Yeah.
If you're not really on it, but you want to get there, let me know because 100%. I might probably be able to help you.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And we can work together. But otherwise, it's just like, because it's, you know, like sometimes you go out or you've been checking a girl for a little while and she was like, oh yeah, well, we need to do this and we should do that and and when they start talking about things that lean towards I want.
Yeah.
And I think to myself, that just it doesn't sit well with me. Yeah. So
he's in his bag.
Yeah, I'm in my way. I am. I don't like it.
Considering he had 30 seconds to think about it.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. But nah.
I respect that.
You know what?
I respect that.
No, absolutely. And I, the piggy bank off Trim, I think I totally agree. I mean, he hit it on the nail on the head. Yeah. I think what I'm discovering with a lot of girls nowadays, a lot of them are is it agnostic? when they don't believe in God.
Yeah, bro, you're gonna have to tell me the meaning of that one.
You got to plug in the SCART lead.
I mean, dude, I'm so unfamiliar with the concept because I'm used to most people being either spiritual or believing in God.
Oh, I see.
That's huge too.
Atheists,
right?
Them atheists.
Okay,
that's a problem.
Your word's way cooler.
So now that I discovered this recently. Big shout out to Bumble, by the way. Got to plug them because they had that literally on there. I was like, okay, I see. I'm like,
I'm gonna use that.
That's right.
You got 24
I'm gonna get agnostic. I'm gonna get agnostic. I'm gonna get with it.
You know what it is though? What I discovered is there's a link between that and the attitude and the persona of certain women.
Facts.
And I had a conversation with a girl who was agnostic.
Facts.
And what I found was during that conversation, and it piggybacks off what Trim said about the want, I kind of found that, well, you seem to be a lack of selflessness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I believe that if you really want a relationship, you need to be one of those people that initially are like, right, I want to give to this person.
Yep.
It's gonna pleasure me to give that act of service to somebody else.
Yeah, because you get it back.
And obviously, the reciprocation.
It's reciprocate.
Thank
you.
You know, and I found with this particular girl, and the thing is, it was quite annoying to me because she was very attractive. And I just thought to myself,
you're so close.
Yeah.
Because
is it safe to say that there's no real depth to them?
Yeah, it's
you know when you do that, it's like,
what I mean?
no scruples.
It's not even that. It's not even that, Trim. It's almost like there's no.
It's nasty. Whatever he's doing looks nasty.
There's no other way else to go in a relationship.
Yeah.
After the sex, after the initial who we are as individuals, then there's no depth, there's no spirit to them. There's no.
And you know what it is as well? I think that a lot of women confuse the concept of sexiness.
Fabric. There's no fabric. That's why I did
substance.
that. Substance.
That's right.
Yeah.
And all that constitutes to sexiness. I believe that some women just think that, you know, if I'm scantily clad or if I'm wearing certain things, I'm sexy.
That's enough.
When no, sometimes it's your persona
there's an appeal
that drives your sexiness.
Yeah, there's an appeal.
100%.
That's that. You guys have been speaking the gospel because I think that people misconstrued the fact that there's a difference between being loud, the loudest in the room, and being the coolest in the room, personality-wise. Like for me, I like someone who's got personality, and your personality could be as soon as you walk through the room, you've just walk into the room. You've got that natural glow. You can naturally just speak to anyone, no matter what their rank is in the world. You can actually speak to them. But some people think that being loud, being loud is making you like the coolest person in the room or whatever. No,
you're trying to stand out.
You can be very low key
and stand out
based on the conversations you have with people. Do you see what I'm saying?
I think some people aren't aware of how loud they are.
Sure.
I think that people really don't have any. I think that women. This is another thing that stands out for me is awareness. Awareness is huge. I think that people are not aware of how they come across, not aware of how they feel within themselves, and don't know where the fuck they're going.
That's so true.
They don't know where they're going. They don't know. They're just on this thing. Oh, I go to work and I work hard and I'd rather know someone that's on 17,000. Anything under that's irritating. No, I'm joking. But like you get what I'm saying. But you know, you're not there yet. But you're trying to get. But you understand yourself.
Work in progress.
There's a knowledge of self. You get me, and you're working towards a goal or a purpose that's going to work for you. And then there's other people that think because they're earning a certain amount, they think that they've got their shit tight. But it doesn't. It just meant that you got a job that paid you well.
100%.
Another red flag for me, punctuality.
Yes.
Like if we say
that's difficult with gal though.
It is difficult with gal.
But anyway,
because it goes back to if she's chung, you're gonna wait, and if she knows she's chung, and it's half an hour,
and the just come early.
But I'm gonna counter that. I'm gonna counter that by saying
because they want to nosh.
That's hilarious. That's absolutely.
They want to get noshed early. They just want to get it and get all slippery.
That's funny.
Yeah, come neither.
No, I think. Okay, here's my counter to that.
Yeah.
let's say all four of us, right? Went to a club. All four of us now met someone. You obviously met someone in the club called Lisa, obviously. Yeah. And then us three meet someone else, right? Yeah. Each. Then we all say, you know what, be cool. We go and link up again. All four of us, this was our first interaction all together. So all four of us are going to link up again. So that's 8 of us. We're going to go somewhere else. Yep. Calm, get the conversation right. If we all agree, we're meeting up at 8.
Yeah.
You're chung. You're like, third cousins from Rihanna and Beyonce and Nia Long and those people there. Right, okay.
Light skinned.
Oh, I haven't heard that.
No, not light skinned.
Nia
Long.
No.
He didn't say nothing chocolatey.
Lapita, sorry. No, because I'm just Lapita. You can throw Lapita.
Oh, wow.
I know for days.
I know what you're doing.
I got for days. I got for days. We say 8. Now, if you're chung, distant relatives to those fine, beautiful women, and it takes a minute to get ready, and 8 o'clock's not going to work for you. Instead of agreeing to 8 o'clock, just say to us, hey, can we push it back to 8:30? That's no problem at all. Yeah. But to say you agree to 8, I'm there probably 10 to 5 to 8. Yeah. You don't roll up till 8:45.
Yeah.
You can't expect.
8:45 is a liberty, though.
Nah, but that's happened to me on many occasions.
But you can't expect.
Oh yeah.
You can't expect my attitude from getting there at 10 to 5 to 8 to be the same as when you roll up 8:45. Yeah. You can't expect my. Absolutely. It's a little bit of a downer.
But do you know that some people struggle with punctuality not because they're trying to be late or they're disorganized, but
because they're black?
No, not even because they're black. It's not even about that. It's about some people just struggle and have anxiety.
Yeah, I've got a friend
overthink about the stuff, and then they're like, I don't know if I want to go. You get what I'm saying? There's a couple of variables.
I had one girl tell me one time she changed 7 times because she didn't know what outfit to wear.
Didn't know what to do.
She met me. And I was like,
I respect that.
So a lot of people struggle. A lot of people
respect
struggle.
that. But again, you can gauge it because when you do meet up with them, it's the attitude that they have and it's the way that they come across to you. If they sound like they're remorseful or they're like, okay, cool, I know I was late, but rare, and they are beautiful and they are, everything is
remorseful and beautiful means it's okay. You get the pass.
Yeah, you get a pass, bro.
Yeah.
I think the man should always be on time.
Yeah.
Red flags for me, straight up and down, is when you're just too reserved.
Yeah.
When you're too reserved.
Some people need time to come out.
No, it's not, but I can't. I ain't got time.
Yeah.
That's about you.
Yeah, but what it is for me.
Well, imagine you did. Sorry, but imagine you do that, and you didn't wait for them to bloom, and then what happened was the magic was there.
Yeah,
but you didn't give it a little patience.
I've paid a few of those mistakes in my time.
No, but do you know what it is?
If it's over again and again and again, it's like fuck off.
I can only work off the energy that someone gives to me.
Yeah.
So that's how I work. That's how I'm designed as a human. Me.
Makes sense.
It's got to be boom. It's got to bounce. And if I'm,
it's definitely got to bounce.
And I'm like, pause. And if I'm just like, I'm struggling to have a conversation with this person. This person's like, okay. So where? And they go, oh. Or and you go where and you go okay.
Or
like, what the
instead of saying how was work, you said how was your day. When I say to you how was your day, I want to know not every nitty gritty, but let me know. You can say to like, we went out, me and the work crew went out, got lunch, we found this place called Mom, it's really nice. I reckon we should go there for lunch or dinner one time. When I go, how was your day? It's like, work was okay.
That's like,
have you ever had someone? Can I ask as well? Have you ever been in a relationship or got to getting to know someone, and you lot have nothing in common, but you really like each other?
Yeah. Yeah.
How weird is that?
That's a lot of hard work.
That's hard
work, but you keep on trying to.
But that's long term. That's not going to work. Short term, great. Long term, when you're both trying to go, okay, is this what we're on? Then
there needs to be an affiliation for me. 100%. There needs to be some kind of, maybe even the concept of the extrovert meets the introvert. Yeah, I quite like that.
It's a good mix. It's a good mix.
If you're both introverted,
how do you
the yin and the yang?
How do you feel about, like, for example, obviously you come home and all of that. How would you feel if Lise never asked, "How was your day"?
It doesn't. Like, initially, probably I'd feel some type of way, but when you've been with each other for so long, I've been with my missus for time. So it's not automatic. She's gonna ask me that. It's more of, oh babe, I've just made you something to eat, or babe,
that is kind of but that in this that's nice because it's something you're getting something's been given back. But how do you feel about you're knowing someone, you're getting to know them or whatever, and then they're just like, and you're like, how you doing? Sorry. You say to them, hello, how you doing? You all right? And they're like, yeah, I'm all right. And then they start talking about whatever themselves.
They want. Yeah. That's not that's
what's horrible. That word?
That's
what does that mean?
Self-absorbed.
Self-indulgent.
Self-absorbed. You know what it is?
Yeah.
I think there's two fundamental things that I look for, right? That need to be within the perimeter of who I'm dating, right? And that is selflessness and empathy. Because you see those two things, that suggests that you're going to be with that person for a sustainable amount of time.
Yeah.
Because it's not so much really about them, it's about the both of you.
Right.
And I just think that in this modern era, man, a lot of these girls just don't get the memo, man. They don't. They do not.
Because they feel we need them.
What you just mentioned there is probably going to be pretty much the topic of what we're talking about today. I'm not going to get into it right now, but I want to ask you what the difference is between having sympathy and having empathy.
All right, I'll tell you the difference, right? For example, there's certain girls that have a checklist.
Right.
Certain girls might be like, right, I'm not going to date a man who hasn't got his own yard.
Right.
I'm not going to date a man who doesn't drive, for example. I'm not going to date a man who's not earning a certain amount of money. Now, I understand that these things are beneficial factors.
Right.
But sometimes it's like, take your environment and take how life is now and understand that those things you can work around all of those things.
Yes. Beneficial.
If you really want to be with somebody.
Yes.
Because objectively, that person is trying to really become something. You have to look for, women have to look for ambition.
Yeah.
That is the main thing. If a man has ambition and you know that he's actively on his mission every single day, inevitably he's gonna be successful. Be patient. And know why you want to be with this man. Things like cars and places now, those can be obtained. People can obtain those.
So what is that? Is empathy understanding?
Yes, it's knowing that, you know what, I like this guy for the fundamentals of who he is. His personality, he looks good, he dresses well, and he's got drive. I understand if a woman says, oh, I'm not going to date a guy because he hasn't got drive. I get that, because drive is essential for, even we want drive in women as much as they want drive in us. Right? But you need to make that be the fundamental. If that's not the fundamental, then it's like all those other... Listen, you know the amount of girls I think I met... There was a phase sort of like when I was young, and there was a phase where...
Still young, bro.
I'm still young, but when I was younger, where it was like I was just meeting a lot of beautiful girls.
Right.
There was a period of time where they used to just call me Lax the Gallus in college because for some reason I just kind of got really high. But the thing about these girls, you know what I mean? Like, but the thing about a lot of these girls is like, I noticed, you know, these character flaws in them where they were very much on this material thing. They wanted men to have this and to have that at their young age, right? Okay, so fast forward now 10 years. I see a lot of these girls now and I'm like, I could have told you that. They don't look that good. A lot of them are, I hate the term, but
done out.
Baby mums, rinsed, don't look as good as they used to.
Rinse
I even saw one who was damn near homeless.
Wow.
He was a hottie back in the day.
Yes, peak.
See what I'm trying to say? So the mindset is very important. And I kind of thought to myself, oh, damn. I really felt sorry for this girl because I knew that she just had people around her that were just kind of like, yeah, go for this, go for that. And I knew that innately she weren't like that. But they changed her.
So what you're saying now is that you so mentioning the difference between empathy and sympathy, you're actually saying that the one that you saw that was homeless, that's sympathy.
Yeah, I mean...
Feeling sorry for someone. But I like, oh, okay, she's homeless. Yeah, but what happened?
But
let's break it down. Let's talk about it.
But I think that came from possibly, I don't really know this girl.
I don't know. Did you find out?
I didn't find out, but the way that it could have been a possibility that maybe she had met somebody for the wrong reasons, and maybe circumstantially things just didn't work out for whatever reason. Maybe she relied on him too much because he was a baller. And maybe one day he said, you know what? I got a next younger model. I don't need you no more. And then
which normally happens.
You know what I'm trying to say? So I just believe that. I think there's no coincidence to me that the girls that tend to do the best relationship-wise are the ones that really are just like, you know what? I like you and I'm going to work with what you have for now. And, you know, I believe in you that you will attain a lot of those things that will make us more comfortable.
Yeah.
That's not a modern construct of
facts.
Do you think, in regards to that respect, do you think guys have a little bit more patience to see if this is going to bloom or see you reach your goals in comparison to the opposite sex?
We're lucky.
Because I hear that conversation
It's an interesting
a lot
question,
of time.
yeah.
Like, where it's like, it seems like guys, I'm not saying, I can't speak for everybody, but the general consensus is, it seems like guys have a little bit more patience in regards to, okay, she's ambitious, let's see where she's going to go to the opposite sex.
Do you know what? Because we have the monopoly on time. Women don't.
Gotcha.
Yeah? Men have the monopoly on time.
We do.
So for a lot of men, it's like, you know, I don't really mind because we're going to be the initiators anyway.
100%.
I'm going to be talking to many girls to get to one. The problem with a lot of girls is they get distracted by messages, by DMs, by all of these things. So what happens is, for them, it's almost like, I don't think that many women are aware of the concept of time, because time is more alluded to them as opposed to us.
Yeah.
So we can be a bit more patient.
We can.
We just
We
give
can
ourselves
nut whenever
more
we
options
want.
within that. Absolutely.
No, but
Our nuts work all the time.
but we can.
My sperm is still strong.
But men in general mature later.
Yeah,
we do.
So we're where we want to settle down, maybe in our 30s, late 30s. A woman will
50s.
probably want to have babies and get married 20s,
Absolutely.
20s, late 20s, early 30s.
There's a 20-year disparity.
It's peak,
you know?
and obviously, what did Kevin Samuel say? A woman's peak is in like between 25 and 30s.
Yeah, it's short.
And what did he say a man's peak was? And this is going to make all of us very fucking happy.
He said,
45 to 55, bro. So none of us are not even
We're not-
quite
we're
there
not
yet.
close.
We're not even there yet.
That's
We're not Ronaldinho levels
It's
yet.
mad.
That's why Hove used to say young for ages,
Yeah.
and we knew Hove weren't young.
Yeah.
But he was young.
And he's proved it.
He's proved it.
Yeah, bro.
Is he now 50 odd?
Yeah, bro.
And my man's still relevant.
Yep.
Still looks amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So men are very, very lucky. If we know how to manipulate the advantages that we have,
Yeah.
believe you me, bro, you can be a man in your 60s and date a gorgeous 30-year-old.
Easy.
Easy,
No problems
Easy.
asked.
easy.
If
Trey.
you keep your
That's
shit
why I'm
tight,
happy.
Yeah.
If you
say Trey?
Why did Trip do this? Why did bro?
I thought I was going to do that sauce and highlight it. I was like, I'm
We were
going to do
tensed up in
that.
this scene. It's true though. It's true. It's
And
well.
because we've got time, we can lose it and bring it back again. But when women lose it, it's hard to bring it back.
I'll even give an example of even training, right? Even when you're in the gym, bro. And this is what I realized as well. It's like you could be a man who's 39 years old, go to the gym, you know, have a low carb diet, put lots of different things into your diet, and you can be shredded.
Yeah, fully.
You can still be shredded. A woman's not necessarily going to be able to do that.
And they don't have time. They got distractions. They might have already have
You name
children.
it. You
They've
name
got
it.
other things, and they can't
peak.
do it.
You know, so we're lucky. We're lucky. I'm happy about
Fortunate,
that.
100.
The Fast Food Podcast.
I told you I was going to bring the spice today. Alright, so there's also this general consensus. And Trip, I don't know if you've seen it,
Yeah. What?
where there's this chat going on in the street that the black man,
Yeah.
It's God.
we know that already,
Yeah.
but you can confirm that. But there's this general consensus, this thread, this narrative in the streets that the black man does not find the black woman desirable, and he makes it very public that is the case.
I'm going to get quite real here.
All right.
Yeah. Whatever. Let's go.
Do you mind?
Well, what
Please.
you-
Let's go. Let's go. What is that?
Okay. All right. Let me try and just start, dissect this now.
Yeah.
Listen, it's very obvious.
Scalpel.
The black woman is very, very desirable. And
What?
the black man will always find the black woman
Always.
extremely desirable. What we don't find
Facts.
desirable
They're
is
molt.
when some of them don't do the right thing.
Yeah.
And I ain't talking about Spike Lee.
Right, exactly.
Spike Lee joint.
What's the right thing? The right thing is very, very simple.
Yeah.
Give the right signs out to us.
Truth.
Don't try to over manipulate a situation. Be organic. I go to South Africa quite a lot, and I always make this distinction between South African women and British women.
Oh, really? Talk
When
to
a
me.
woman in South Africa likes you, a gorgeous black goddess, for example, she will make it very clear that she's feeling you.
Right.
Doesn't mean that she's going to come and initiate a conversation, but she will give you a look. She will give you a sign up. Come and talk.
Will she do that dance that they do in, you know, the house?
Or what, like in Coming to
You
America?
know the hip thing.
Oh, yeah.
Haven't you seen? No, haven't you seen?
Or is that a mating
when they
call?
do the dance?
Is that the
When they do
mating
dance
call
with their
or
hip?
something? Is that the mating call?
With the leg up. So what I'm effectively...
Yeah, that one.
You know,
That one.
one's dope, Trim. I mean, I watched that and have all kinds of thoughts.
Some of them, but some of them about that now as well. You see them in the deck, on front of the decks doing the dance with their brethren.
Dude. So I just think to myself, like, I think sometimes it's the modern concept of their personality that we don't always warm to. But I always say some because, you know, let's not forget, you know, the queens and the gorgeous black women out there who unfortunately haven't met their match yet, but have all of those qualities.
100%.
I'm always making it specific to some. But I tell a lot of English girls, in particular English girls, I say, you know what, you need to be a bit more, when you're in a public domain, like there's more to life than just your phone. And contouring and watching tutorials while you're walking to work.
I've had enough.
Open your eyes.
Motherfuckers.
Open your eyes.
Yeah.
You're walking past your husband, boyfriend. You're walking past them because you're not focused
But
on
then they're
seeing.
focusing on the people who do have these things that they want already. Like they're looking at a Kardashian, for example.
Absolutely.
Like Kim.
Yeah.
No, wrong example. But someone who's got a Beyonce.
Yeah.
Who has a husband. And they're so much into Beyonce's business instead of being in their own business.
In their own.
That they're seeing things.
Beyonce not paying attention to
But
no
Beyonce
girl.
finessed everybody.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She finessed all of them.
Yeah, I know, but
She finessed Jay.
I love that one.
She finessed
Bro,
Jay.
bro, she told everybody be single ladies, independent women.
Dumb. And then
she's married.
went and found a guy with a big lock in his head. With a big dreadlock.
And kept it moving.
And kept it moving.
But like, I feel like they focus on the wrong things. Like, you could look at the blueprint of a Beyonce, or let's bring it back because Beyonce's married. You could look at the blueprint of a Rihanna, for example, where it's like Rihanna is about her business.
Absolutely.
Rihanna moves on her own time. Rihanna knows in the streets people on the album for her. Rihanna's like,
I'm making more money.
I'm making money with my beauty products and my lingerie. Boom. There's a bunch of guys in the industry that lust and want Rihanna. Someone had Rihanna. He fumbled big time. He's never recovered.
He fumbled the bag, boy.
Fumbled big time. You got guys lust after I want to be Rihanna and all that. It took Rocky to come in. Pretty Boy Flacco came in and just locked it down.
Yeah.
And when they realized they're a thing, I don't know the business come up there. Clearly, Rocky was like, I need to make you the mother of my child.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying it will work out for you exactly like that. You're going to meet someone who's on the same level of you as you, maybe financially or status-wise, whatever. But like, just hear us out and just see how we move in a room full of vultures.
Yeah. I like that.
And just see how we present ourselves to the masses, because my problem is being Dominican. When I go back home, I just lose my mind and I have to control myself because like I'm looking and I'm seeing there's a bunch of lovely
everything.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's so when what you say about guys,
and it's glossy as well. It's gloss. It's got a lot of gloss.
Whereas here, it's you're the spoiler alert. You're the minority in England.
I think it's a westernized culture as well.
I agree.
Westernized culture in general, especially now, is everything is fleeting, everything's fast, everything is just, okay, I can get someone else, and you know what I mean? There's no again, back to what the word Trim used, substance. There's no substance anymore. Yep. So when you're talking about back home, when we talk about back home, the substance is there because there's no real influence, westernized. I'm sure there is some cultures, some westernized cultures there, but it's not saturated. So people are more on bringing their children up to be husbands and wives, and that's the natural progression. And in most cultures,
because it matters.
It matters. That's what it is.
Because it matters.
Yeah.
Over here, people don't. As a parent, and I don't know if parents are really checking how they're bringing up their children.
I always told
correctly.
No, absolutely.
Not just feeding your kid and taking your kid to school and then bringing your kid back and then putting them to bed. That's not enough.
No.
You got to nurture them. You got to nurture. It's an amazing word.
My son the other day, and he made me so proud the other day. I can't remember the question quite what the question was, but it was along the lines of what does mum and dad do?
Yeah.
And the first few things he said about me and his mum was that we worked. Oh, you work, Dad, you do this, you do your podcast, you do... Like, he started reeling off the things that he sees me doing as a man.
And he's a sponge.
And
Identifies.
he identifies with that. So it's very important to have that kind of situation with your children where you nurture them, you explain to them, listen, this is how you're supposed to be a man.
And how you react and respond to things.
And let them see how you interact and respond with your own significant other.
Yeah,
so then
that's
they
the
can
beginning.
see, okay, this is
That's
what
the
a mum and
beginning,
dad's
yeah.
are. This is the union that they
big
have.
time.
See what I'm saying? So I feel like that's just the only problem that I see, like, with the culture now.
Yeah.
It's like, who's raising you? If you're a beautiful woman, who's raising you to be what type of woman? Do you see what I'm saying? Who's raising you to be that type of man? Do you know what I mean?
And it's a comfort zone thing as well, man. I always tell a lot of my women in my family in particular, I always tell them, understand that there's a big difference between quantity and quantity. Quantity and quality, sorry.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of women are absorbed in how many men are talking to them.
Yes.
Well, no, break down that a little bit and get specific as to who is talking to you and why you need to
And
give
why?
that person the attention
That's
as
real.
opposed to all these other people that you're getting on Instagram.
Yeah.
And that's what is lost in the source.
Do you know what the most
100%.
You know what the most important question is though? Is it worth it? Because you can have 10, you can have 20, you can have 1.
Yeah.
Is it worth it? What the attention that you're getting? Where's it going? What you know what I mean? What's the direction? How can it work for you? Is it going to work for you? And a lot of people don't think about that. They just think about the fact that they've got
And you know
a
what it is as
certain
well?
feeling on lock. Because it's feeding their ego.
Yeah.
But when your ego's done, because the ego's like a balloon. Once it's popped, there's nothing.
There's nothing left.
How nice is it when you see loads of balloons being blown up and they're in a bunch and you hold it up in the sky? It looks lovely. But when you pop a balloon and you look it on the floor, how shit does it look?
It's terrible.
That's your fucking ego.
I like that,
So
man.
be
analogy, bro.
sensible.
Great analogy.
Be sensible on how you handle yourself, because humility is everything.
You know what it is?
100%.
I think we need to understand the sexes a bit more as well. I don't think we understand necessarily as much about women and vice versa.
Yeah,
and I think that's very important to understand something. Because I'll even put it down to the concept of this whole dating thing. I always tell women that you look at dating as a recreational thing.
Yes.
Oh, I'm dating. Dating.
Yes.
I told this woman the other day, men
with no intention.
don't like dating.
Yeah, we
Men
don't
hate it.
No, we're not on it.
It's expensive.
It's crap.
Yeah, it's redundant a lot of the time. We don't like dating, but we have to do the process in order for us to now navigate through this crowded market of single women. Yes, there's a lot of single women, but it's like almost winning that lottery. It's trying to find that winning number.
Yeah.
The numbers are there, but it's how am I navigating?
Dating is for me. Dating is for me to be in an environment with you to understand if we get the fuck along.
Yeah.
And so that we can go forward and work out what we're doing next.
So true.
It's not about me trying to okay, cool, you're beautiful. Okay, you got looks, you can chat, but like I'm talking about substance. Where are we going from here? What can we do for each other to help each other grow?
Absolutely.
In 10 years' time, where are we both going to be as a couple?
Yeah.
Where are we going to be as a what are we going to, what's going to be our defining moments? Do you see what I'm saying? So, yeah, you're right, bro. Like, fuck dating. Like, dating was...
Dating is
Can I just
dead,
ask,
man. I can't stand
Can you
it.
remember your first date? Actually, like your first date.
I took the girl that I really liked
Yeah.
at school.
Bro.
We went to our date,
Yeah.
which we kind of incorporated with homework.
Right.
Because I thought that'd be the slick move to do. We went to the library.
Homework, yeah.
That was our first. That was our first date.
I chased
We
a
went
girl around the library.
Libraries are...
Yeah, but that wasn't a date, was it?
No. Chasing girl.
No, yours was a date. It sounds like a date, but I didn't really get... Like,
have you done that?
Doing what you're talking about, I never considered it a date.
Okay.
That wasn't a,
All right, well,
that's a date.
We're just a buck up.
Okay, in that case, my first date was I went to watch Bad Boys
Oh, damn.
at the cinema,
Yeah.
and I wasn't old enough to watch it because I've always been a tall, handsome guy. I'm sorry, because I've always been a tall guy. My date, who was of legal age, she escorted us in, and they didn't ask a question because of my height, but I was below the age to watch Bad Boys. But that was my first.
So did she take
date.
advantage of you?
In what sense? Sorry, break it
I
down.
don't know, but whatever you called the take advantage, I don't know. I'm just interested in hearing because you said she was old enough to.
So
what does that mean? Old enough to go into the cinema? No, or old enough to mash your tail?
At the time, she was probably like old enough to.
She took him to the cinema.
I think she was like 18, 19.
Okay,
and I was probably like 15.
Oh shit!
But I felt like a baller.
Good on ya.
Absolutely, you know what I'm saying. But I know. I'm gonna throw some personal sources.
Do it, man.
I know. Don't change your face like that. I know. You know what? I'll be honest with you. Hey, get this. Do you know another one? You top up what you're saying.
Yeah, another one.
Okay, cool. My issue is, and I'm trying to be very self-aware because I know none of us are perfect, but at the same time, if you make a mistake, it's not about the mistake you make, it's how you rectify it.
Yeah,
I know, looking in the mirror, what I am very guilty of doing is I like to think my actions around you highlight what I think of you. So,
if you don't think shit of them, you just treat them like a dog.
No. So I'll give you a perfect example. If I think highly of you, if I think like I like your aura around me, you can come chill at my yard. Nothing needs to happen, right? Because I'm cool with your aura. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. At the same time, I could bring you. I feel comfortable with saying to you, hey, do you want to go out later? I'll meet a couple of people. Those couple of people might be 10, 15 people of my close-knit friends, family, whatever. But I feel comfortable bringing you there. You know why? Right. Because I see you like, I'm not afraid for someone to say, oh, where's so-and-so? And I'll be like, oh, yeah, she's around. You'll probably see her next week or something. I'm not afraid to answer those questions if I bring you around my people like that. I see. But my Achilles heel is that sometimes I forget women want to hear you say, Sir Dre, what's happening? And then I just say, oh yeah, well, me and you, Bonnie and Clyde, let's go. And I'm guilty of that. I need to fix that.
You need to learn more about them and
being assertive.
But I also
and himself. That's about him.
I also need to be able to say, you know what? Hey, I like your vibes. Me and you are, what do you want to call it? Or what are we working to? I need to stamp it.
But haven't you just been with a gal and you just taken out your wood and just gone?
Do you know what gives me?
That depends if you.
I've been on many occasions.
Thanks, Lateef. I go answer that.
Yeah, because that's not the same as where he's going.
That's not
the same. That's not the same.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I need to verbatim say
initiate.
This is what we are.
Initiate.
But what I think is in my head, I think she knows what it is because I'm bringing around family. I'm bringing around my friends. I'm bringing around scenarios.
You think she appreciates the fact that she's in that environment?
Yeah, so I'm thinking she knows that she's on that level.
Women want communication.
She don't know.
That's fine.
Women communicate. Women communicate. They talk.
And I appreciate the honesty.
We don't do that. That's not really
appreciate the honesty. That's real.
We don't move in that way. We move off action.
But we're starting to now because we're forced to now. Yeah. I think what gives me a great deal of satisfaction and focus is knowing that we are not designed to be alone.
Yeah, we're not designed to be alone.
Because we're not designed to be alone. That gives me the focus to now be like, you know what? Okay, cool. The whole concept of this whole player. That's yesteryear. We're in a different environment. We're in a different world.
I do miss that sometimes.
I do as well, but it doesn't have any lasting effect.
No, there's no substance.
There's no substance to it now. So now I think every man's focus now.
I think that's the name. That's the name of the podcast.
Yeah, every man's focus now is finding someone that they can be with for longevity, for a longer amount of time. There are less men who want to play around now. Yeah, and there's more men who want to be like, you know what? Given the fact that we're in this particular environment, I need to safeguard myself and find myself a regular woman I can grow with and I can establish myself with. No one wants to be a player. Because the only people that really gain from all these recreational dating things is women, not us.
It's tiring. Running around with I remember running around. I remember the other day and I used to think, running around with gal was so time consuming.
A lot of time.
Like it was a lot because
you can meet more than one in a day.
Back in the day, Trim, because obviously we've been boys from day one, bro. it wasn't really about finances because you could do bare things without P. Of course. When we were young, we could do bare things, but it was the time-consuming thing of having to deal with different personalities, running around, and then because you're not putting your undivided attention into one person. You just know you're not growing, so you're just dipping in and out, which was cool.
We kind of cared less.
Yeah,
because you cared less because you knew it was like, okay,
bro.
I mean, dude, and it might have come across as dismissive. You're dismissive because you're like, oh yeah, hey, so cool.
Right, Trim,
what are you doing now? I thought you was going. What's it called? And then you're looking at your phone like, how long have I got?
I had this epiphany the other day, and I said to myself,
the man they would wear.
I said to myself,
what's an epiphany now?
It's almost like when you have a recollection of something.
See,
something that pops into your head.
Now I remember, I said to myself, lads, I said, if you can go back in time, oh boy, there's a lot of things I'll change when it comes to girls, because there was a period of time, I think we all can relate to this, where we just had so much, we took loads of things for granted. I did. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait a minute.
I took a lot for granted.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, sometimes now when I wake up and I'm in my yard, I'm looking at my four walls.
Yeah.
Thinking to myself, damn. I could have had Tanisha. I could have had. I could have had
like DMX or what they want.
Monica now. You know what I mean? Because as you said, the culture was different. It was almost like, you know, you made this impression on a girl, and the minute you made that impression on a girl, she was focused on you. She was waiting for your phone call. She was waiting on you going out with her and everything. Oh, the culture's changing now. Women are spoiled with ample opportunities for
and men
here,
and men,
and us as well. Because we're the initiators. It's more advantageous for them.
But there's some
women been doing some initiating,
but they have now. Which times have changed.
Women
changing a lot.
Ruthless.
But there's some women who you've had a connection with for years, and you're just mad cool with. Like there's no aggro, nothing. She can confide in you, you can confide in her, and you know that's your safe space. No one's gonna go and share anyone else's business. You just got a nice connection, and I feel like that's more of what's needed in the world. It's connections with women that, all right, you might have sexual relations with them. Do you know what I'm saying? But they're just cool. Like they can come around to your crib, chill out. Nothing happens, and you're not gonna go, man, I've really wasted a couple hours. They're just there. You like the company, they enjoy their company. Do you know what I'm saying?
So I agree with that.
Yeah, man. But this
so you're saying that in that situation, if they don't initiate or say, do you know what?
No. I'm just saying. No. I'm just saying that there are. There's always different levels and different relationships you can have with women, right? And I think it's always nice to have certain women in your life that you've known for years, and regardless of what they message you, you always make time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And if they ever go through something, you give them advice. There's no ultimatum.
It doesn't have to be
based like you're trying to get anything from them. It's just like, I'm here for you.
I think that's just growth, though. That's all that is growth. When you're young, we just said it. When you're young, you're running around doing things. You don't really appreciate the women that you're on. But when you get older, you start to appreciate women for who they are as individuals. It might not be a sexual thing. It might just be a friendship, or they might have a professional relationship with them. Like especially now, I can call on a bag of gal to do anything. Not even just. It's just like don't do that. It's not even like. It's like, oh, babe, come through because I need another pretty woman in this situation to hold it down. Can you, babe, I need you to do this because you know aesthetically what this room needs to look like. And I know that's your events. Rare. I know that you're into events. Hosting. I know so many different women from different planes. Hear that talk there, different planes. That it's more now important to have those relationships intact instead of trying to just move to them all, because that's not progressive. But anyway, we spoke too long on this particular subject. I want to thank you for being here.
Yes, man.
And
appreciate it.
This is Fast Food Podcast. This is episode 3. And we're going to get into this for a minute.
That last section was sponsored by Victoria's Secret and 50 Shades of Dre.
50 Shades of Dre.
Fast Food Podcast, Morgan Heights, Trimmer, Drizzy Freckles, special guest host, Lateef Lovejoy. Blessings to you all. Gangsteritus, wicked record. And when I heard it, I was in a zone. And I was like, They've done well today. They've done well with this. They've done well with this. What am I talking about? Top Boy.
Oh, yes.
Season 2.
Segway killer. Come on, I don't underestimate you, but when you do it, it does just further remind me.
Make a brother want to
reaffirm how
we does this. Reaffirm him.
Yeah.
That we does this. So let's talk about it. Let's review it briefly. What do you think of it, guys?
Can I just say, again, I'm not trying to, embellish anything too tough, but
no, this is gonna be spoiler alerts everywhere, bro.
Yeah, it's fine.
If you ain't seen it, it's peak.
I mean, I had the fortune of doing the press launch.
I saw you.
Did you see it on my Insta?
Hey, you got, because he hit me up, told me to roll through, and I said, all right, hit Morgan up. If Morgan ain't rolling, I ain't rolling. So clearly he didn't hit you up. So that means he didn't hit me up because he went solo. But carry on.
I mean, dude, I got a call the day before, and the agency that called me up was like, yeah, can you be a brand ambassador for the event? And I thought, okay, what's this for? And they goes, oh, we can't tell you just yet, but it's something that you're going to be really into.
Right.
So literally it said, just get there for 7 a.m. And I thought, what the hell? So I get to this place in Brick Lane now, and
I saw the Insta with you, Donny from the Manchester Donny.
Yes. What's this guy's name again?
I see him.
What, he was in Top Boy?
You know the guy that does the Manchester reviews on the football matches.
What, Philly?
Oh, Saeed. Yeah,
Saeed.
Yeah.
Saeed.
Yeah.
I see.
So it was all down there now, and I got there, and then I started kind of seeing these art backdrops of like Kano and Ashley Waters and Michael Ward, and I thought, okay. And I said, yeah, just to let you guys know, we have to keep it hush-hush, but this is the official press launch for it. So there's going to be Q&As, everyone there. Des Hamilton, the casting director. So cut a long story short, it was a fantastic experience.
Wicked.
Man.
Just to see like a British concept like that, just have this international acclaim now. And listen, the show is just authentically brilliant.
Right.
It's a fantastic show.
Yeah.
First season and second season.
I enjoyed it.
It was a privilege to be part of it. That's what I can say.
Yeah,
just to see
so.
the inner workings of it.
Only thing I didn't like, and this is my only thing, is that I wish that we could get episodes weekly instead of the whole thing at one time.
I don't want a low five. I want a bro, because that is you see what you said originally about I don't want to spoil anything, and Morgs was like, go ahead. Yeah, so I've been back.
You meant that.
You've been back on the
He wanted to put his wrist in it.
Before I was strong, boy.
I feel, and maybe it's not intentionally, but I feel Netflix are, and I'm saying Netflix in particular because other streaming services, Disney Pluses, your Amazon Primes, they don't. I feel like I missed something else.
They drip feed it.
They don't. I feel like Netflix. Maybe it's not intentionally, but I feel like they're disrespecting the creators.
Yeah.
Like, excuse me.
I agree.
We've waited since 2019
for this
quote unquote season 3. But for those of us that have been watching the thing, we know it's like, no. What is it?
Season 4.
They say it's 4 and they call it
they call it 2, but technically it's season 4.
Yeah.
Because of the
Channel 4 ones before.
Yeah. Which is on Netflix, ironically.
Yeah.
Like, imagine we've been waiting since 2019 for this show to come back. And they've taken, let's say a number, 7 months to get it all done. Imagine the creators, the writers, the directors, the actors, the people you don't see behind the camera, like those that are making sure, do the catering, this, that, and the third. And then you get told, yeah, we're dropping on this date. And they just dump everything.
The whole thing out.
Now, imagine, you don't have to drop it weekly because there's 8 episodes, that's 2 months. Maybe they might think, it's a bit too long. But imagine you drop 2 episodes per week for a month. Imagine all the free press and promo you're going to get from that Netflix for free. You don't have to organize things. People bringing up, hey, can we speak? Hi, this is Capital FM. Hi, this is da-da-da-da. Can we get so-and-so to come in to speak about the past 2 episodes that aired last night?
Yeah.
It's an ongoing thing.
Good press junket.
And I just feel like they're missing out on that. And that free promo, it only lasts for 72 hours or something like that. Because people go binge Top Boy that Friday. I striked for 24 hours because I can't believe you lot dropped everything one day.
What did you got when you went all out?
I didn't watch it. I watched it on Saturday. It's only 24 hour strike. But I just felt morally it was the right thing to do to not to watch it on Friday. Because you're dumping everything.
Yeah.
And you know what the internet's like? People want to be first. They'll binge it just to be like, this happened, this happened. Cool. Now, in regards to what you said you didn't like, I didn't like Dushin. Why did they kill Curtis, bro? I feel like Curtis should have stayed for the next episode and gone all out.
Curtis's character was a really good character. Curtis is the Scouser Donny that was an arms dealer
who didn't hurt anyone but was pure terror. He had that demeanor about him.
He had a sick demeanor, bro.
He talked to her very nice. Like, babe, come on, babe.
Yeah,
don't do that. Next thing, man's in the nail shop laying down the
You don't think there's no comebacks?
Nah, this ain't. Nah.
No. Okay, so wait. All right, let's run it down. Let's run it down. Let's run it down. Deshane, Sully, and Jamie are back.
Yeah.
Yep. When I first started watching it, the first thing that hit me is when Ats just got found in a dumpster, stabbed to death. Did that hit? I was like, what?
Horrible.
That was horrible.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? And then obviously you saw the girl come out the car. That obviously he was kidnapped.
Yeah.
And then you see Sully's story. Because it's very slow. He kind of took some time out, and he was living in a canal, on a boat by the canal. And there was 2-3 episodes where I felt like nothing was moving with him. But I guess they were just trying to build an arc and trying to show you, okay, cool, this is where he is in his life.
Don't forget, he shot Triz last season.
Yeah.
And I think that's why Kane, shout out to Kane Robinson, because he's an actor now, so you got to call him Kane Robinson. You know what I mean? But he shot, that's why he's my favourite character, because if you think about all the things he's gone through in comparison to Deshane, as Curtis like to say, Deshane, like he's gone through a lot of stuff. Remember the thing was it in Brighton? With his friend, locked in the house, he couldn't escape and burned and stuff.
Yeah, I remember that.
He's dealt with a situation with his baby mum as well.
Yeah, he's dealt with a lot of trauma. And I think this season, they really touched on, while he's a chitty bang bang, what's the problem? Let's go sort that now, guy. He deals with, his moral compass, I feel, is the most solid out of everyone. It's just that he doesn't play around.
How annoying was his niece?
Bro, I wanted to dash in the...
No, but there's people like that. You've got people like that.
God.
That have to shake everything.
The whole shake. Because I felt like his life was kind of probably going on down the road of peace. I don't know.
It was getting peaceful.
Did you like, it was
he was
like...
getting the weekly bag dropped off to him.
That's right. He's calm.
He knew that thing across the boat wanted to beat him, but it's like, you can wait. I got other things to fly. Wait, I know you want the hot chocolate. I know it. I know you want Milo in the morning. It's cool. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know you want Ovaltine that night to knock you out. You want Milo in the morning. But you can wait. I got
those drinks, man.
But
he wasn't hungry for it at all,
which I liked.
He was just like,
but when they came to his place of peace, they roughed up the place and they beat him up in it. But when they started filming Sully get beat, I don't know why I felt like Sully's my brother. So I was there like, that's disrespectful.
Felt the pain.
Yeah, that was disrespectful. You're beating him and you're filming
like when
it.
you see your favourite boxer get thumped up.
So also we go on to where you see Deshane send Jamie to, was it Morocco?
Yeah.
And he sends Jamie to Morocco because he needs them to fix a couple of bits and pieces. Jamie goes over there.
I haven't watched all of it yet. So.
Oh yeah.
But it's cool. It's all good.
You might get stifled. Man, stifling the show.
Lateef, you got to say things at the beginning, you know, because I said spoiler alert, bro. Right. Okay. So where are you?
Episode.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
okay. We've surpassed
There's a reason for that, though.
Okay.
Because with me, when it comes to like major shows like Top Boy, I like to just wait.
I'm the same. I didn't rush. I didn't rush and watch it.
I did that with Game of Thrones,
especially with me too. Especially with the whole backdrop of me doing the press event. So I want to take it all in my own time, so I can really decipher everything, the narrative, the storyline, character development.
You're lucky we didn't say what happened at the end, bro.
So I don't mind hearing it.
What we'll do?
I just don't want to see it.
What we'll do is this. Lauren is in a passer as usual because remember Lauren from last season. Her and her sister, she was pillow talking with Thurbs.
Sister damn near beat her up because she was
she got sent away.
Yeah.
So you see her. You see the story continue from there.
That's a good arc.
Where clearly, I was saying throughout the whole episode, or throughout the whole of the episodes, like, why are you, what you got away from that and you go straight away. You see these women, you see these gal, like
they're just too fast, man.
Wait, what's going on? You got pregnant by the Don as well?
she didn't do the thorough vetting. She didn't read through the CV and worked out which. She didn't go for substance. She went over who can give me a roof over my head.
Yeah.
Oh, you give me a roof over my head? I'll put my ankles behind my head because you give me a roof over my head. Oh, look at that. I got baby.
You'll also find out there's a situation with Jamie and Kit, his boy.
Okay.
There's a situation there that's very interesting. There's a lot of storylines.
They were always at loggerheads anyway, weren't
Yeah.
they? Even from the
Hold on a minute. Wait a minute.
But he had all the best intentions.
Didn't you think Shelley just where did Shelley just all of a sudden have a little past? Where did you I'm not gonna spoil it for you now, but she just all of a sudden had a past. And I was
Shelley?
like, Shelley's Deshane's girlfriend.
Oh, Sims.
Yeah.
Oh, so Shelley, that's it. Right, okay, cool.
Yeah,
because she was quite like not a damsel in distress, but she was quite understated in the film.
Well, she came across to me like
caring for his mum and all that.
She came across to me like she was the other side of Deshane, even though she understood what Deshane did. She was like more of the hold it down,
to give him balance.
To give him balance, but boy, she know about so technically she know balance, brother.
She kind of unbalanced.
Yeah, she kind of unbalanced.
Skeletons in her closet.
Yeah, but you'd be surprised.
True.
You'd be surprised the people that we know that we think don't have a past and really do.
That's actually very true.
And really do.
That's the reason why they're so understated now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So outside of Lateef, 10. What would you give the ratings? Out of 10.
Out of 10.
Yeah.
8.
I get strong 8. If Curtis had maneuvered to the next episode season, I'd probably give it a 10. But I
think there's more to it. I think there's a lot more to what we're even clocking. I think everything has been strategically. They've done everything. Things that have happened in this one will have something.
Ramifications for next season.
For the next one, I'm thinking more than we can imagine.
So do you think
that takes us back?
So do you think we're halfway through?
Well, bro, next season's the last season.
Because Ozark, if you've seen, you know Ozark, right? So Ozark, they motherfuckers.
How's Marty doing, bro?
The motherfuckers has just got me in one situation where I'm stuck because they've shown me a certain amount of episodes, and then it's like, bleh, and I'm like, okay,
because that's a long-term thing. That laundering business that he's doing. That's
Ozark's coming out. The final season, the final part of the season ever, is coming out April 29th.
Oh, that's not long.
Right, it's a couple of weeks. And then you've got, they're filming season, what are they calling it on Netflix? They're calling it season 3. But we know it's season 5.
And that's Vancouver that they're filming in.
Right, so season 5.
I've been to where they film.
Yeah?
Sick, bro.
Nice. So season 5 of Top Boy is going to be filmed this summer. Yeah. Right. And this is the last season of Top Boy.
Wow.
I'm gonna have a word with Ash about.
It's gonna be ram-packed.
I'm gonna have a word with Ash about a little.
I hope they drop it
cameo.
weekly. I hope they drop it weekly.
Yeah, they should. I think they should.
Last season,
probably not though. That's not their thing, is it?
Ozark, so.
That's not it. Yeah.
Okay, so that's cool. So the convenient thing is that Lateef hasn't seen it, so we're gonna keep it moving.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. We're doing this.
You are now listening to the Fast Food Podcast.
I spoke to Drizzy a couple of days ago, and I said to him, haven't we spoken about this enough already? And haven't we seen enough reactions online? Haven't a lot of things been addressed? Drizzy said to me, no, bro, we can still talk about it on Sunday.
I mean, a few things have happened since then.
Yeah.
Which is ironic because parallel to what's going on now with this, there's another actor who's in more passer. He's in so much passer, he might be let in the Jamaican borders. You know Ezra Miller, who plays the Flash.
Yeah.
He's in the Fantastic Beast things. I'm not gonna play the race card here. I'm just gonna leave it to you guys' own interpretation.
Yeah.
So you got the Will Smith situation, which we're gonna dissect. Now this guy here, Ezra Miller, I think he was filming in Hawaii or something like that. You know, imagine if Denzel Washington has just landed in London, you bopping down the same street as Denzel, and you're like, oh snaps, Uncle D, Uncle Denzel. And he goes, hey man, what's up? He goes, yeah, I'm just here trying to organize a situation, like they had a hotel booked for me, it's fully booked, blah, blah, blah. And you go, I mean, yo, Denzel, I got a spare room at my place, you know, if you need to crash here while you saw it, and he's like, all right, cool. So we're gonna run with that narrative, yes. But it's with Ezra Miller. So imagine someone houses you at their place. You're an actor. You're a big time actor. Go karaoke. You get intoxicated because you got a real issue with drinking. Drink, and then your aggressive side just comes out. You start threatening people, this, that, and the third. You get arrested for disorderly order, right? All while what's happening on Sunday night happens, yeah? They're kind of hush-hushing that. Then it comes out days later, and it's days after the situation at the Oscars, where we're now finding out this guy who's fronting 2 tentpole franchises in the Fantastic Beasts, and where's the final, and The Flash. We're finding out this guy threatened to kill the guy's wife. He called her the S word that ends with a T. He said he's gonna bury her.
What?
He's gonna kill, bruv. So this is all happening, and I'm like, why in God's green earth is the Will Smith thing getting way more attention than this Donnie here, who's known to have been seen on camera choking women, or choking a woman, I should say. How's that getting more attention than someone threatening to kill someone who got arrested, who got bailed out, this, that, and the third? Make it make sense. But then I'm like, it's probably not a black thing. It's probably because Will Smith's a big star.
Yep.
One of the biggest.
I'm just saying.
The biggest.
Okay.
In terms of his star meter, he's the biggest. He's the biggest,
star
in the world, man.
Right. I didn't know. I invited you here today, not off the back of this situation. You was always going to be here today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? But the fact of the matter that you was here today is one of the questions I want to ask you. As a comedian, I believe this, but I want to know what your train of thought is. Is comedy and the way that you as artists and comedians address the crowd, address celebrities, address people in front of you on stage, is there a level playing field when it comes to the banter and the jokes that you performed towards them?
Yeah, I believe there is, because if you're a celebrity, you just need to know that you're exposed, right? So every last thing that you do is magnified times 100. Now, Chris Rock has a reputation of being very outspoken, quote unquote controversial and stuff like that. And I believe that what he said wasn't really said. I mean, I think it was a little bit irresponsible given the nature of it, but at the same time, he's a comedian.
Right. Jada.
Yeah.
I love you, G.
Can I just quickly say, sorry to interject, right? Now,
Yeah.
big up Kevin Samuels for this, right? Because he let in a little thing where he literally had someone film Jada. I wouldn't say it was him himself.
Yeah.
There was a picture of Jada laughing
Yep.
when Will Smith actually went and hit.
I saw it. I saw that.
Chris Rock.
She nodded.
And she was like, okay, thank you, Will. Your work has been done.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So, I mean, breaking all that down, I just think to myself, look, as a comedian, yeah, there are certain boundaries and people are sensitive to certain issues. I totally get that.
Yeah.
But take into consideration, this is the Oscars.
Yeah.
Chris Rock has poked fun over many people over the years. Will Smith started out in a comedic fashion himself, so he should be aware of that kind of sensibility.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. I don't care what no one says to me.
Yeah.
That is not enough
Absolutely not.
of a jab for you to walk up on stage and slap someone in the face.
Absolutely
It's not enough.
And you know what as well?
It's not enough.
A massive shout out to Tony Rock as well. Big shout out to Tony Rock, because Tony Rock, I believe, well, from what I've seen so far, I mean, obviously he's Chris Rock's brother, but he was really outspoken about it. I mean, if you ever go on Comedy Hype, so I have to big up Comedy Hype because I watch Comedy Hype a lot. There was literally a picture of footage of his set where he went up and he spoke about it briefly before. And again, he put it into perspective. It's like you go on stage and you hit my brother, and it's almost like you can resonate with that.
Yeah.
It's and the thing is as well, what's so surreal about it is it's so out of character for Will.
Yeah.
What demons are at play? It's out of character.
Trim. How do you feel?
I'm so perplexed by that.
How do you feel in terms of, you know, when he was talking about protecting his family and he gave that speech afterwards because he was still in the building after all of that and picked up his Oscar, which I believe he still deserved because outside of, in my opinion, outside of what he'd done, he's earned enough. He's got enough cachet in my
Absolutely.
Like Will Smith is like one of the biggest people I've ever respected.
Oh, yeah.
From a kid. Like he's done more than enough creatively and as an artist to earn that right.
Yeah. He's a superstar. He's a bona fide superstar.
The thing is though, is when he spoke about protecting his family, I personally didn't buy that bullshit. I personally didn't buy that bullshit. I don't know how you felt, Trim. How did you feel about it?
I just tried to put myself in his shoes, and I tried to look at because the only person that knows what Jada's going through behind closed doors is him, the family, whoever else is in that space. And I think that it's easy for everybody else to kind of nod and prod and judge them, because what they've done is they've put everything out in the open, whereas before they were probably one of the most, well kept and proud about family. Exactly, but because they felt like they were losing traction in the whole, thing, because he was the highest paid actor in the world, and then that being secret and that mystique was what was giving him that, including his talent. But because social media changed everything, it was like, you're losing traction now. What are we doing as a family? We need to come out and be a powerhouse, just like the Kardashians, just like this, just like that. So this is where I felt like they flopped and they kind of shot themselves in the foot. But again, back to what I was saying about the fact that only they know what Jada's going through as far as this thing with alopecia. It might really, really be affecting her. And a lot of people see it as and it don't mean nothing. It's a small joke and whatever. But some of the smallest things bug us. Not because, forget being a celebrity. Chuck all of that out. But just us. There's things that bug me. That people are like, why did you act like that for? Fucking hell, Trim. And I act big. When I do something that pisses me off, I find it very difficult not to blow up. Hence the reason why I like to meditate and do different things. Because I know how I react to stuff. I hate it.
Sure.
And not only that, but people are like, oh, because you do that, you're big and black and whatever.
True. We come from a place,
Let me finish.
Go on.
Basically, all I'm saying is we don't want to, and this is another thing that's pissing me off. People don't want to empathize with Jada. Because they don't fucking like her. No, but she's hold on a minute.
Why should
because
we?
She's done.
Why should we?
Do what you want.
No, I'm asking the question.
No, I understand. It's up to you whether you like her.
No, I'm asking the question.
Right.
Why should we empathize with Jada Pinkett because she has alopecia? I'm asking the question.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Why should we empathize with people because they got cancer? Why should we empathize because someone's kid died? Why should we empathize because I was driving down the M25 and I ran over a pheasant? Why should we just? It's just natural.
Is alopecia a life or death situation?
It's got nothing to do with life or death. It's about what you just mentioned a minute ago about. Minute. It's about empathy. You were speaking about empathy. So if you want to run this empathy lane, be empathetic. You can choose as and when. But listen, what I'm explaining is,
go on.
A lot of people because they don't like her. But it could have been someone else. And then everything would have been different.
Right.
People would have treated her differently.
You know what? Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Let me finish.
I'm not blaming. I'm not saying you're the bad guy. I'm not saying you're the bad. I'm not saying everything.
Why I keep asking the question about why should we? Yeah. I'm not saying that we shouldn't. What I'm saying to you is, we all got our problems, bro.
Yeah.
We've all got situations in our life that that really affects us in our day-to-day lives, We've all got situations what we go through where we look back and we go, do you know what, that really affected me, and obviously that's kind of molded the type of person I am today, because I can name situations that that shit has happened to me and my life has been affected by it with family members and situations like that. But do you know what, bro? You lot don't have to care. You don't have to, because you're not going through it. It's none of your business.
Yeah.
And if I choose to put that information out into the world, I've got to expect a certain pushback on it. Because Jada Pinkett has also come out and said she doesn't care. Like she got alopecia. It's not a life and death thing. No. She's rocking it, and she's gonna own it, fight it, and bring awareness to other people who have alopecia.
And that's fine.
And that's cool. But my thing is, don't sit at the award ceremony with your hair scrape off in the thing, and don't expect a comedian to say to you, "Oh, rare, G.I. Joe 2 is coming out." Because what happens to
it's jesty.
What happens? Let's do this. What about fat jokes at comedy shows and Oscars and global? What about short jokes?
Ricky Gervais.
What about short jokes? But people are affected by being short.
100%.
People don't like. I know everybody who was short don't like being short. No. They will tell you, oh yeah, but bro, you're 4'2", my G.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. Bro, it is what it is. So what I'm saying to you is, it's cool to do the empathy thing. Right. And it's a nice thing to be empathetic. That's not always human nature, but it's a nice thing to be, right? Yeah. But my thing is like, when you are when you are a public figure, and you give the public so much transparency, this is what's happening to them. What is happening to them is they've been so transparent with their lives that now they're looking crazy. Yep. So then when you look crazy and then you feed into the craziness by slapping somebody on stage at a show, at an award show,
it's a volcano.
It's like okay, cool. This is clearly something that Will Smith is struggling with in his own life now, because I feel like this is a crescendo. This is like I don't even think it was about Chris Rock. I don't even think it was about him. Yeah, it wasn't. It
wasn't been said.
But do you know what the problem is, and what I've noticed a lot of people doing is talking about Jada's issue, but it's almost like they're blaming her for Will's actions. Will's the one. Hold on a minute. Now.
It is her.
No. She's got the issue. She's sitting down there. She was pissed off about it. Did she get up and slap Chris Rock? No, I'm asking. Did she?
No, it's not that. It wasn't her place to do that. It wasn't even Will's place to do that.
I didn't say it was, but Will was the person that got up and done it. Yeah. What if Will sat down and didn't do? There'd be nothing to talk about.
I think what confused people was the fact that Will was laughing.
he was laughing, and he caught himself. You know what I mean? He caught himself and went, "Oh shit!" Because he's realizing, she's actually affected by this shit. Do you know what? I'm not having it anymore. Chris has done this before. I'm gonna go and stand up for my wife. But what it was is he got caught up because he's the one that tries to go into this whole self-discipline, this my mindfulness, my this, my that, and whatever. You get what I'm saying? This is a big thing for him. But what he's done is he's gone and jumped up out of emotion, bucks my man in the face, and almost felt like, I told her I'd defend or I'd be there for the family.
This is what I'm sick and tired of.
But he's responsible for that, not her.
This is what I'm sick and tired of, bro. And I'm talking to every man in this room. Yeah. And please understand when I say this, that it resonates with you. And if you don't feel the same way I do, then cool. But understand, I don't rate no woman putting any battery in a man's back to go and do something like what Will Smith did that night. If you think that my wife would endorse that, think again. If you think that having a woman stand by your side and endorse you going to fight another man, whether it's at an award show or on the street, that's not the one for you, bro. And I would question your choices 1000%, because he sat there, he laughed it off. He looked at his wife, and his wife went, huh?
Is she alright to be upset about that?
No, she's not. She of course she
was laughing afterwards.
She
When it
laughed.
happened, she was
but
laughing,
hold on a minute. You are the man in a relationship, and this is why when I'm getting down the road of emasculation and when women start emasculating us. We've had this whole conversation at the beginning of the show about red flags and what we choose and who we want to be around and the women that we associate with and what we identify with. For me, that is a massive red flag when your wife is pushing you into the lion's den. Now, let me talk about this, bro. You went up on stage, you slapped a man. A slap to me is even worse than a punch for me. Slapping somebody is disrespectful, bro. It's like you don't even care. Will Smith is much bigger. Is more
combative.
It's more combative. It's like, let's go.
Yeah.
Will Smith is a much bigger man, size-wise, than Chris Rock. True. Also, Chris Rock is non-confrontational. Chris Rock is not a confrontational man.
Nah, he uses his power as his words. Yeah.
He's not.
I've seen and to be mean.
I've seen conversations. I've seen conversations with Chris Rock on Howard Stern and many other different places where he was bullied in school.
Absolutely.
But we don't care about that.
Yeah.
No one's talking about being empathetic to Chris Rock and the fact that he got beaten up every day in school, hung upside down. Bullied. Apparently, he almost got raped.
Yeah. And the thing about Chris Rock, what I have to really respect about the way he dealt with that, I have to commend him on his professionalism. You know,
he was very professional.
Absolutely.
The guy, he really.
I still question whether it's real.
You see, well, again, that's debatable. But to me, his star meter has gone up now even more because of the fact that happened, and he could have reacted in a number of different ways.
Absolutely.
Or another person could have reacted in a number of different ways.
Agreed.
But the way he just kind of really used his experience, the fact that he's been a big show host many times before, he's toured around the world, to be like, you know what? Okay. So it's like that.
He felt like he was doing his job.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Lateef, he was doing his job.
You know, and I kind of felt, I saw his vulnerability.
He went to work.
Yeah, I saw his vulnerability.
And got attacked.
I actually felt sorry for him a little bit.
How'd you go to work and get attacked?
Yeah.
He got paid to do that.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was hosting a show. That was the section he was presenting. And the fact of the matter is as well, that whole situation actually took the gloss off everybody else. Look at Questlove. Questlove got an Oscar. Do you know no one's speaking about Questlove's Oscar.
People didn't even realize who. Apparently, Denzel gave Samuel L. Jackson an award. That went over all right.
No one saw that.
I didn't know about that.
Because my thing is, someone who's selfish enough to use what is going on in his house to attack someone else for nothing.
Yeah, so do you think he thought about it before he did it?
For me, he was wrong for that, man.
He got back. His wife made him do it.
Yeah,
how did your wife make you do something,
bro? There's times
Can your wife make you do something?
Bro, there's people in the morgue because their wife told them to do something.
I'm asking, but you have to make the decision.
I'm talking.
You have to make the decision.
But what it is, what I'm thinking is, right? I think Jada,
whether you decide or not, you decide.
Yeah, but Jada did allude to a lot of his actions. You can even see by the whole setup of it all. The camera pans to Will Smith. Will Smith is laughing, jovial, right? It pans back to Chris Rock again, right? Yeah. Now it doesn't pan back to Jada, so I don't know what that was all about, but I was so happy that Kevin Samuels has got that exclusive footage of her laughing when Will Smith done that. Yeah. So what that would tell anybody is she was like, you know what, go get him. And then Will Smith was like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna do that, Jada. And this comes down
simp,
and I think what this is
that's simp mentality.
This comes down to way back when Jada and Tupac had that thing going on, and Will thinking he was always inadequate to that masculine alpha energy. But
he chose to stay. Who's accountable for Will's actions? Jada is a witch. Will's no man.
Jada is a witch. To me, she's a sorceress.
That he did there.
To me,
he stayed. That sounds simpy to me.
Well, that's arguable as well, bro.
Do any person that's accountable for all of this? I don't give a fuck. If we're talking about being men, real men handle their shit. Real men are accountable and say, do you know what? I did it. Fuck whatever. Whether there was some kind of spice or whatever, she got me riled up and got me into it. I still decided to do it.
Yeah, it was him that had done it.
That's a real man.
But you're
nah, she's a bitch. She's a bitch. Yeah, so what? We know big gal bitches.
But she's
we've been in relationships with rare bitches.
But what we're talking about here is we're talking about somebody who's gone to an award ceremony to win an Oscar. He doesn't need the devil around to
leave them as a man.
Denzel Washington said it to him.
Yeah.
At these times, at these moments in your life, the devil is coming for you.
Listen,
right?
Do you think he don't know?
You don't see, bro.
Clearly he doesn't, because he's had his missus. Clearly he doesn't, because he's had his missus getting piped out by his son's brethren.
Yeah.
He's had his missus go on red table talks
saying
and emasculating him time after time after time again. Yeah. And I'm sure they've had conversations as a couple to say, you know what? Because if I turn around to my wife and say, babe, that's the last time you say that to anyone. Make sure nothing comes out like that again. Make sure you don't tell no one, and none of our personal, intimate business ever goes anywhere again. That's it. If I keep hearing it, then if I keep hearing it and it's not getting through, this is destroying the man. This is destroying Will Smith.
So would you stay?
Well, I'm not staying, but
that's marriage, isn't it? You can't just walk away from it.
I'm not staying, but they've got kids and they're trying to. Will Smith has verbatim said before he doesn't believe in divorce.
No.
And things of that nature.
I think they've got a different kind of relationship anyway. They've got this
They've got an open relationship.
So then if you've got an open relationship, you can't box nobody for nothing. Not true. Because everyone was like, why didn't he box the guy?
Yeah.
Then August Cena becomes not the singer, the R&B artist. He becomes the guy that Will Smith boxed. He'd be famous. He'd be more famous for Will Smith boxing him than his music. You think Will Smith wants to give him that? Because Jay's had battles and he's been at people and people have been at Jay for stuff and he was like, whatever. Yeah. Why? Because he didn't want to give them that. Because then they be the guy that Jay decided to go for.
And that's why his stuff still stands now, because he eradicated all of those distractions and focused on what he needed to do. And I think with Will, again, I just felt that his whole dealing of the situation.
I don't agree with what he did.
It could have been a lot better.
I don't agree with what he did.
Let me.
I just want to know what Drizzy thinks. Let me bring
Drizzy into the conversation. Drizzy, not 1 second. I'm saying to you, Will Smith shouldn't have slapped Chris Rock for how he felt about protecting his family. My thing is, he could have gone backstage. He could have waited at the after party. This is not two people that don't know each other. These people, they are interlinked. This is the elite level Hollywood stars. They know each other. Chris Rock has been in Will Smith shows. They've done things together. They've associated together. So whether they've had the conversation before about cussing, Chris Rock is still doing his job. 1, 2, you could have gone backstage, closed the room, and said, "Bro, what
again?
What's going on, bro?
You're on it again?
Give Chris Rock the opportunity to go, bro, I'm sorry. Or give him the opportunity to say, I don't give a fuck, bro.
Yeah, we can judge and say that as well. We don't know how he would have reacted.
And then we do what we're doing. But my thing is that a ceremony. All right, this is what I keep hearing as well, and this needs to stop. They did it in front of white people.
Who cares?
The fuck does that mean?
Right, holy glory. No one gives a shit.
No one cares.
No one gives a shit.
Because no one's talking about it like, 2 black guys.
It's Will
and it's Rock.
Yeah.
But for me, those two are black men, and that was a moment, even with the organizer, Will Packer, black man, he put this together. I feel bad for him. I feel bad for what he was trying to achieve that day. Even the actual host of the show, what's her name?
Amy Schumer and
Wanda. Even for them. So this is clearly a big moment. After the last time it was like Oscar so white, all of that kind of shit.
Absolutely.
Like this was time to celebrate. You get me? We know the situation. We know what the system's like. We know this is a fraternity. Yeah. We know this is, we're letting you in. We know all of that. But I don't give a fuck. Will, and then you didn't apologise to man in your speech.
Only to the academy.
Interject, bro. Interject. I've had enough, bro.
You cool off of it, yeah?
Yeah, go for it.
I've just been, you're cool.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not going to sit here and tell a married man how he needs to react in regards to his wife. I'm not going to do that. So I will listen to what you say, because you obviously are the married one in the crew. So I'll listen to what you say. In my humble opinion, do I agree with what Will done? No. If I was Will, because hindsight's a beautiful thing, and I'm sure if he could go back in time, he'd go, all right, the warnings I gave you after I did what I did, I would have given that to you first, and then if you carried on, I would have then walked up and slapped you. No one say nothing. I gave you 2 warnings. Keep my wife's name out of your mouth. That's the censored version, but we know it went. Give you those 2 warnings. Then you carry on. Boom! But I don't know what is going on in his head at that time. We've all laughed at jokes that are inappropriate, and then someone checks you. You're brethren, they're talking, and you're like, oh,
bro,
sorry. It's his wife. We don't know, and Trim alluded to this earlier, we don't know how behind closed doors Jada is dealing with this alopecia. Because the irony is, Chris is saying a joke about her hair.
Yeah.
You do your Googles right now. Chris did a documentary about hair.
Yeah, absolutely.
Many years ago.
Yeah.
So if anything, he should be a bit more aware of
understanding
that situation. Especially to our sisters, hair is a big
everything.
thing.
Absolutely.
Lauren Hill brought a mad attention to it, something like it, which she said, you're doing this to look European.
Yeah.
Embrace how your hair naturally is. I don't know what she's going through behind closed doors. All I know is from what I've seen, she's been a big she's been a big advocate for this thing, right? This alopecia thing. Now, I think she's been an advocate for it because she's like, this is a very big thing amongst women, and especially amongst our fellow sisters, queens, wherever you describe them, they're very, very sensitive, and it's a very big deal about their hair. So, behind closed doors, I don't know how she's dealing with it. Right. Now, in regards to Rock, did Rock deserve that?
No.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, in the heat of the moment, you only think of one thing. Flashing lights. Boom, boom, boom,
It was a shit joke.
This. Right. But the thing is, though, one, I'm hearing it wasn't his joke. Someone wrote it for him.
Oh.
I know Chris looks at stuff. He would have been like, who's that for?
No, they said he freestyled it.
Okay, cool. If he freestyled it, that makes it even worse because for me, there's a million jokes you could have said at Jada's expense.
Funny.
And that wouldn't have happened to you. For example, I'm no comedian, even though I like to think I am. Because I bust 1, 2 little jokes. This guy laughs at them a lot. So I like to think I hold a bit of cachet. But I'm no Lateef because Lateef is big in the game. Jada Pinkett Smith was in The Last Matrix. That film is getting busted down at how shit it was. Chris,
go for it.
Yep.
You could have just said
Pre-season,
to her,
open season.
You could have just said to her, Jada, how big was the bag to get you to appear in such a bad movie?
Knowing how many scripts you've done, know that how shit it was.
You see what I'm saying? Like you could have run that joke.
Easy.
And she would have laughed at it and been like, it was really big, Chris. And everyone laughs off and then maybe Will might have been like, hey, you got us a new home or something like that.
Yeah.
Kept it moving.
Yeah.
But again, I'm going to reiterate, I don't think he warranted getting slapped. But at the same time, there's a million
I feel like that's an excuse though.
What's that? We make excuses every fucking day.
Like I'm going through something and I can't be laughed about it.
Okay, but at the same
that's
time,
such a natural reaction. Don't you think?
Time, like, I don't know how women feel who are going through dealing with that. Is it life-threatening? As far as I'm aware, I'm not sure. But the thing is, I just feel in that moment, Will felt that was the thing to do. Now, I'm going to give Will a blight because it is so out of character for Will.
Absolutely.
It's not something he's done multiple times. Like, oh my gosh, this guy just keeps...
He's not Will Ye.
Yeah,
not Will Ye.
Exactly. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so when people are like, let's cancel him and all that, it's like, for what? He had one blip in regards to on the public stage. With the August stuff, we don't know what conversations took place behind closed doors. We don't know.
I think it was more about Will. I just think
think
it was his statement saying to the world, you
keep
guys
going.
were laughing at me when Jada was doing all this thing.
Right.
Like, I'm a man now. I'm going to show you guys how I really
You saw
roll.
the way he walked off.
You know what I mean?
You saw the way he walked. He's actually struggling mentally.
Yes, that's what's happening.
Yeah, I think
the other thing was,
so then why are we surprised about
this
what the
isn't
fuck
the first
happened?
time at the expense of Jada Chris Rock has made jokes at the Oscar because when
he loves it
through the peak of the whole
he
Oscar So White, they were two of the most vocal voices in that whole movement. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying again, as I said before I started, I am not a married man. I've been in situations where I've defended a female, and whether she was my girl or not, I've defended her because I felt at the time that was what was required. Yeah. But there are different ways to do it.
Did you hear what? Okay, so he won an Oscar for King Richard. Yeah. He said in his speech, I did that because King Richard would have done that. King Richard came out 2 days later and said, I wouldn't have done that.
That's his perception.
Yeah.
Don't use my opinion. So don't use my name then for that. Don't use my name. Don't use my name for scapegoating a decision that you made to box a man in his face at the Oscars.
Right. Have you seen King Richard?
Yeah. Have you seen that?
Okay.
Would you leave your ute down the road, drive off? Ask me that. I want to know. Would you do that? Just get in the car and drive off down the road and leave the utes then? I've
heard it happen before.
Would you? I didn't ask that.
I don't know.
Okay, same way you don't know if we would have.
But the thing is, with him coming out and saying that, it's like,
I wouldn't have done that.
It's like, okay, I understand you coming out
because I can take jokes,
protecting your name, but at the same time, we saw in the movie, where you were kind of almost dismissive about some of your kids, and you was very yummy. I'm the good dad with the kids you've got with this woman, but those of us outside of this relationship, you was kind of like, I don't want to come in and mess up what I've got going on. Yeah. So don't try and paint yourself like you're the saint holier than thou.
I agree.
And I agree what you're saying. Yeah. But you interrupted a interview with your child, which was Venus. You interrupted that interview to tell the reporter, don't ask her, why are you asking these questions? Why are you doubting and questioning what she's saying in regards to her ability? You're coming to your daughter's offense. You didn't slap him.
No.
But you're coming to... And at the time, you thought that was the right thing to do.
He would have slapped.
Right.
If he had pushed, slap.
Right. So...
I understand that.
In that case, it's just he's given
maybe it's
a warning.
If it's your youth.
Will Smith assaulted somebody, guys.
Okay, no, I understand.
Is there any circumstance where you would assault someone for troubling your youth?
He assaulted somebody because it was a joke that was run. I'm tired.
You're missing the point.
No, I'm not missing any point. I'm tired because we run joke. And if you run joke, and Drizzy, if you come here one day and I run a joke, right?
Yeah.
Whether I know about it or not, you know in my heart, as long as you've known me, it's not from a malicious place. Yeah. It's from a place of banter and malicious. Bro, okay.
Done.
Wait, hold on.
Yo,
I've got a brother in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
I run him about him being in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Wheels.
Your brother. You run your brother.
Wait. Bro, no, wait. Hold on. But my brother is not somebody that you can just run joke with Viva. He's not.
Definitely
persona-wise, he's
definitely
not.
Yeah, my brother's like that as well.
He ain't.
I could never.
But he also understands the ramifications. He also understands the meaning of humor and laughter and joke and picking out. The thing about is, right, these are celebrities that know that they are at the highest level and they know when they go to an award ceremony, this is part
you're likely to get roasted.
This is part of it because you're so high, we're going to bring you down.
Absolutely.
We're going to bring you all down on one level and we're going to all clown you and we're all going to go home. That's it.
But I think the difference is what you're saying is that's your brother. Your brother knows your jokes are never, ever, ever, as long as the sun is shining, going to be malicious.
Right, I hear you.
That's your brother.
But Chris Rock and Will Smith. Will Smith is a humorist, runs joke all the time.
Yeah.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, ran joke on everybody in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
You're right.
Knows his brethren, Chris Rock, runs joke on everybody.
Right.
So you can't then sit there and laugh about any. You can't laugh at anyone else. You can't sit there.
You're right.
You're right.
If you can't,
you're right.
You can't sit and laugh at anyone.
What's the point? We're wasting our time,
bro. But all I'm saying is, I'm not going to sit here.
I'm not being horrible.
I'm not going to sit here and tell a married man how to react in a situation regarding his wife. That's all I'm saying.
We're people. Forget married. Just Get rid of all of it.
Yeah.
Celebrity, status, likable, not likable, any of those things. And just put it on the level
it must
I get
have hurt.
it. I understand that people do stupid things and that's the way it goes sometimes.
Okay, but I think Jada's
He does have go on.
was hurt back at the height of them advocating that the Oscars need to be more diverse when Chris made the joke about
and not being invited.
Let's be honest, you weren't invited. That's like me in regards to thinking about Rihanna's panties. I was never invited. And that's like, bro, you're kicking on her at the expense of another black woman. I think that obviously was lingering on the head. Like, I remember when
Chris Rock's brother. Chris Rock's brother. All right, let's conclude this because we have another guest.
All right.
In conclusion, Will's sins is ultimately going to punish him going forward.
And how that's going to... I'll just quickly piggyback on how I think that's going to happen now. It's like, okay, cool. You look at the Academy Awards, right? And you look at actors who didn't win Best Actor category awards, in particular Best Actor category awards, right? You think, oh, Denzel should have won it for Hurricane or Will should have won it for Ali, this, that, the other. Most of the time, it's almost like you don't get that much opportunities to really have other additional lead role parts that are going to get you into the Oscar category, right?
Yeah.
Or get you nominated or even get you revered like that.
Yeah.
I think in hindsight, Will Smith's going to look at this whole thing and say to himself, do you know something? When it's all said and done, am I going to be spoken about in the same way as Sidney Poitier, in the same way as Denzel Washington? And this was his moment to solidify that with that performance.
Yeah.
Because that performance was amazing.
Huge. Yeah. It's a brilliant. It is an amazing film.
That was as good as a performance that I've seen from any actor.
So do you think that
and people are going to remember that?
Do you think?
They're not going to remember that.
It's tainted.
They're not going to remember that.
It's the whole thing's tainted.
The circus,
I think it depends. Different strokes for different folks. Let's put it that way.
If I can't remember the other winners and nominees, no one's going to remember that.
No,
so he's resigned.
You can say it, but that's not accurate.
So Trim, he's resigned from the awards.
Yes, yeah, he's resigned.
People are advocating he should lose his award.
I'll say why.
I am not entertaining that whatsoever.
I think that's nonsense.
Because he didn't win the award for being the perfect human in the world. He didn't win the award for best father of the day. He won the award for his role
for that performance.
Yeah, I don't want to dwell on that.
Yeah,
I don't want to dwell on that.
He deserved the Oscar. To be a bit more mature.
He deserved the Oscar. He deserved the Oscar.
He made the wrong decision. But the reason why I say what you said because of how I feel, and I'm thinking, I don't think everybody's going to have the same train of thought or feel the same way about it. I think people might have a couple of different ways. Yeah. And I think that people that are interested in film and understand people's behaviour will only concentrate on the performance and still be like, do you know what, that's an amazing film. He's a dickhead, but the film's still banging.
That's actually true because Marlon Brando had a lot of controversy. People still revere him.
He raped, apparently the director watched him rape that 19-year-old girl on set, and it's like, oh no, but this is good for the performance. Bro, if they take Will's Oscar away, there are a lot of Donnies that will be sweating.
They can't do that.
Even if they did, you know what I mean? But even if they did take it away, obviously it might bother him, but it doesn't bother me because the performance still remains. Can't take it away.
But before we conclude, this is also that it could have ended up where Chris Rock. It could have ended up that Will Smith didn't even get his Oscar because LAPD walked in, went backstage and said to Chris Rock, "Do you want me to escort him out?" And he said no. So it could have been where we're not even talking no more about Oscars. Man didn't even get to pick it up. So you have to give credence and credit to Chris Rock for that. Absolutely. What I want to say is we all make mistakes.
Professional.
Let's because we need to wrap this up. All right. We all make mistakes. It's clear. We all go through certain things. And 1000%, I am not gonna stray away from Will Smith because of this. Will Smith has done way too much in my life for me to just dash him away. It's only disappointment.
Yeah,
and
I'm disappointed.
And I feel like I pray that whatever he's going through, he can find solace and he can, get back to where he was as a human being. Because clearly he's going through a lot of things.
Yeah.
And all I want to say is just like, look, just blessing to the family. to the Smiths
And the Rocks.
and the Rocks.
No one's immune to the trials and tribulations of life.
100%. And we all get tested.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me wrap this
Negative.
up. Thank you for coming.
Thank you,
Appreciate
brother.
it, man. It's
Love,
been a pleasure.
Love.
You know what I'm saying?
Anytime, you're welcome. Anytime. There's going to be occasions where Trim can't make it, and if you are available,
Yeah, man. No problem.
100%, because the conversation just flows.
Yeah, man.
Is there anything you need to tell anyone about? Anything up and coming?
I see a little tour. I saw you put up a little tour.
Yeah,
flyer.
that's my
I said,
gig list.
man.
Yeah, so I usually put up my my monthly gig list on my Instagram. So if you guys want to see me, I'm going to be in various places.
Let's do that.
In London, out of London, and stuff like that. And yeah, Afro Hair and Beauty. I'm about to be confirmed as the official host of that as well.
Come on.
So yeah, that should be
That's
nice.
what I'm talking about.
Big up Diana Dahlia PR, Stephen Jervis, Diana Dahlia are my PR people that are helping me out. And yeah, it's always a pleasure being on a Fast Food Podcast.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, you done that,
Always
bro.
good, man.
Yeah,
Always
come
good.
on, we
Always
keep it a
lovely.
buck, bro. We don't play no games. But yeah, thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Pause. And this is a Fast Food Podcast. We bring you food for thought, soul food for the mind, and a feast for the palate. I want to thank Trimmer, who's got the keys to my bimmer, for coming along.
Respect.
I want to big up Sakafet Freckles, Mr. Drizzy.
hey.
Shout out to
What-
Joe Montana, the cameraman.
Yep.
Love and support. I want to big up my son Shia, who's in the cut chilling. She's just been cool
Fully
the whole
chilling.
way through.
Ain't heard nose, expletives.
My Donny. We've got more content, but we're gonna sign out and then we'll keep it moving. All right, cool. Blessings, Fast Food Podcast,
Peace.
episode 3. Peace. I go by the name of Morgan Heights, Trimmer, who's got the keys to my bimmer, Drizzy, Sakafet Freckles. We are back for a brand new season 5 of the Fast Food Podcast. Remember, it is available on all DSPs, iTunes, Spotify, Soundcloud, and Google Podcasts. Visual episodes are available on our YouTube channel. That is Fast Food Podcast TV. Peace. Yeah.